Hey everyone, it's PK. Today we're interviewing the SOULOT Mates. We had them scheduled for last week and we switched it over to today. We're going to have some visitors today. It'll be Kino Lady and her husband. And then also Simon's coming on early. And then the Great American Gambler is going to come in about 9:30, ask some questions because they are known for their high limit betting and very successful and interesting couple, uh, amazing parents. So while we're here, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Slot Talk next week on the 18th on Saturday. We're going to have Spangler show up and give us information about her great event that's coming up. So look forward to that on the 18th at 8 o'clock. Slot Talk. Danny D. Cool Scratcher fan. So glad to see you, honey. Woohoo! Thank you. And then also, I decided to do another Great American Labor Day slot slam in Vegas, but it can go coast to coast. Some will be at Yamava. We're going to have at least 21 different channels in 2 days going. Hey, Vegas Slots Channel. Good morning. Hey, Becky. Yay. We're going to have the SOULOT Mates come pretty soon. While I'm here talking, I'm going to give you a lowdown of what we have scheduled for 2 days for the Slot Slam on Labor Day. I'll be at Rampart Casino for 2 days. So Vegas Slot Channel, check us out and come on down. We're going to start out with Chris and Lou, who are going live right now. I couldn't get to it because of this interview, but I'll watch theirs afterwards. So we have Chris and Lou kicking it off. Me, Slot Savvy, the Great American Gambler, Vic T, James Spitzer Cash Out, Straight Up Slots, Slot Exotic, Short Stack Slots, JJ Slot Play, Melly Love Slots, Slot Sista, Man versus Slots, TL Slots, and Simon. We have a special guest that may come in at 6 o'clock too. Good to see you guys this morning. Thank you for stopping in. Monday, September 5th, which is the Labor Day slot slam that I'm doing. Chris and Lou are kicking it off again. Boy, we're lucky to have them. They're great. Then myself, Melly loves slots. Debbie loves slots. The Great American Gambler, Quick Hundy Slots, Slotty D, uh, and then Slot Sista, Big Easy Slots, Ashley Slots, and Simon's coming in, and we have a couple of special guests we'll announce later. So this is going really well. I loved the Great American Slot Slam on Memorial Day. It was wonderful. And all of you that participated, thank you. And my guests were in it too. So here they are. Let's bring them in. Hey, hi guys.
Hi.
Good to see you. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. How are the kids?
They're good.
Excellent.
They woke
Excellent.
up early this morning.
I just saw one of your videos yesterday. You were with James Spitzer. I
Yeah.
can't remember the date. That was fun. Did you guys you do a variety of bets, right? You do anywhere from 250 up to 125, is that correct? A bet?
Um, we can go up to about 200, but we haven't done that in a while because we don't play the old school slots as much.
All right. Hey, I'm going to bring Simon in.
Okay.
Simon just got back from Denmark and she's in Detroit, but boy, did she want to be part of this. Hey, Simon.
Hi, Simon.
1 second, Juicy Juicy's playing. Juicy Juicy's playing double diamond for me.
Oh, you love that
But
too.
it'll be done in time for the interview and it starts.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want me to remove you then, honey?
Actually, I put myself on mute.
Okay, you're on mute. Gotcha. Isn't she great?
Simon.
Juicy, juicy. So Danny D, this cool scratcher fans here. Preston
Hi,
Thomas, thank
Danny.
Stacia Slot Channel, Becky A, Vegas Slot Channel, I already said. Great Simon, and we'll have more people. Can you guys see the comments?
Yes.
Oh, good. Excellent. If you see a comment that I missed, let me know. And if there's any questions, Danny D says, Simon, Simon, Simon. So I'm glad we rescheduled this. And I want to thank you for being part of the Memorial Day Slot Slam. That was really fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you bet. You bet. Tell us a little bit about where you're from, where you live right now. I know I've heard some of it in your previous interviews with Simon and Rhino Man, but I never get tired of hearing all the facts. Let's hear it. Where are you from?
We live in the Central Valley, so California, so close to Fresno, about 20 minutes away from Fresno. We're from Fresno. We grew up in Fresno, California.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that where you guys met?
Yeah, we met in high school.
That is so cool. You went in the service and were you guys married while you were serving?
Yeah, we married about a year after I started serving. Then we got legally married.
Okay, that's neat. Tell me about when you first started your gambling, when you decided, hey, I think we're going to do this, your channel.
It's Peter. He'll tell you the story.
I forget the exact timeline when I decided I was going to do it, but I've always been into watching. I guess when we were home from the pandemic, I started watching it more, right? And I was just, kind of stir crazy, wanted to get out the house, and I wanted to go to the casino. And I'm like, since we can't go right now, I'm going to watch it and see where the good places are to gamble. And then I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and, pitch the idea to Sarah and see if she'll agree to do it. And here we are.
And you've had a lot of success too. At least I've seen the success. It's pretty exciting. You told us, I think, Sarah, you hit, is that right? 200,000?
Yeah, that was before we started our slot channel. So we hit that at Table Mountain on $100 machine, double gold.
God, that's exciting.
Yeah, I got the max jackpot on one credit bet on $100.
Can you believe
That day we invested $600 of our own money and came back home with a $213,000 profit.
That's quite a good day.
Yeah, that was a good day.
Yeah, that was a really good day.
I think I'd remember that. Hey, D-Cross, thanks for stopping in. D-Cross 707, little Dutchie's here. Thank you.
Mhm.
Sister Yoshi, hi, honey. Danny D, the cool scratcher. And Simon, are you still watching, Simon?
Hey, good morning. I'm actually not. Thank you so much for letting me be here too. And hey, good morning, Sock Savvy and SOULOT Mates. Hey, everybody.
Good
Hi.
to see you. Hey, do I see a little color in your hair? Little purple or something, red?
Yes, I did dye my hair. I did dye my hair back in Denmark, and my friend is going to keep adding some more color to make it nice and pink.
Nice.
I like it. Hey, I'm really glad I did the purple background. It kind of goes with it. I should have added a little pink in there, but that's great. And then Sarah, I like your hair too.
Oh, thank you. I chopped it all off. I just got tired of it. It was so long and heavy. I have thick hair. And then I just got, one day I woke up and Peter looked at me all crazy, but I literally woke up and said, I'm chopping all of my hair off today. And he just said, okay. And then,
it's really
yeah,
cute.
it was funny. I had to find my friend who cuts my hair. I had to tell her, can you cut my hair today? And she's like, no, I probably could do it Friday, like 3 days later. And I said, well, I really want to cut it today, so I'm sorry. I might have to just go find someone else to do it because I just really want to cut it off. I don't know why. So please tell me to cut it. And then she fit me in at like 7 o'clock at night. And I got home at 10 and I worked the next day in the morning. So
it's adorable. And it, like you said earlier, it'll grow back. You can shape it up. And then Peter, tell us about your haircut. You said a cute joke last time we were talking. You look great.
Thank you.
But I like the blue wig that you and the slot drop, Curtis. Isn't that fun? No, is that your wig or is that Curtis's wig?
I found it on Amazon.
Yeah.
I didn't tell him what I was buying, and I just bought it. And then when we showed up to Yamava that day, I had both wigs in my purse, and I pulled it out. I said, "That's what you guys are wearing."
It was a bit longer than I expected.
It's great. Hey, the Great American Gambler's in the house. Boy, he's got some questions too to ask. He may come on. D-Cross, so good to see you. Stacia Slot Channel, Sister Yoshi, Little Dutchie. Thank you, guys.
And thank you all for being here.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. And if you have any questions for them, pop them out. If I miss them, Simon will see them. Rhino Man, hey, good to see you, Rhino Man. I watched some of your videos yesterday. I saw you in the car, guy. He's going straight 30 days. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
It's fun. And then let's see, Simon, you've been going straight 40 days. Is that right?
Yes. I've been
So-
going 40 days, and when I accepted the 40-day challenge, I totally forgot that I'd been in Denmark for at least half of it. So I was streaming from Denmark, trying to keep. And there was some days that I was up at 2 a.m. to do some live streams to keep this party going.
Yeah. Changed your sleep pattern, didn't it?
Yep, it
there
really
was
did.
Man versus Slots in the house. Thank you, guys. Spanglish. Hi, Spanglish. Good to
Nice,
see you.
Brooklyn.
This
Man
is
versus
so
Slots.
So we've got Washington State here. We've got Detroit that just got back from Denmark, and then we've got California there. And then Georgia is going to be coming in about 9:30 a.m. So, and then, Kina, your friend Pamela, another Pamela is coming in. They're driving to the casino right now, she and her husband, Kino lady. So I wanted them to stop by. Are they the sweetest? I saw them on Rhino Man. I really enjoyed it, Rhino Man. Her hubby was just laying there, just kind of saying some fun stuff. They were cute together.
Right. Wait, we do have a question from Danny D. Danny
Oh,
D
good.
is asking, have you been to Disneyland?
No, he has when
Yeah.
he was younger. I've never been. My parents just couldn't afford it to take us to Disneyland. And
Yeah.
when I was in the Army and I was getting ready to ETS to leave the military, my entire family actually organized a big family trip to Disneyland, and I tried to get approval, but they didn't let me leave. They didn't let me take leave because they said, "Oh, you're about to get out of the Army, you can't take leave." So I didn't get to go. And funny thing is, I've been begging him. I'm like, "Can we go?" And he's like, "Wait till the kids get older." So in 2014, when we hit the 200,000, and then
Yeah.
he hit the 50,000 2 weeks later, the night before we were supposed to go to Disney World when he hit the 50,000, and we actually went out to Disney World. So I've been to Disney World all the way in Florida, Orlando, Florida, but I've never been to Disneyland. And I told him this year, I was like, our baby turns 4 in August. So I told him, hey, I think it's about time, because he just graduated preschool too. I was like, I think he's ready. I think mom's been ready.
Yeah.
So
Mom is really ready.
yeah, I
Mom-
think can we take all of them with us to Disneyland, because we go to SeaWorld every year. Once a year at least we go to SeaWorld down in San Diego, and they have such a good time. We've gone to Legoland. We've gone to other theme parks, but he has never taken me to Disneyland. He told me to wait till the kids got older. So honestly, never been, and I'm excited that he set the okay this year that we can try to go. So hopefully, when it gets a little bit cooler, because with 5 boys, Peter could only fit a couple that he could carry. So I don't know how many he can fit on his neck when they get tired of walking.
That's my hang up, is that when they're young, when they get tired, they call for daddy, and daddy has to throw them on, the neck, wherever. They just kind of hang on me like a bunch of baby monkeys.
But you guys probably don't know this, but we take our kids, our 5 kids, everywhere with us. So if we're taking a trip to Vegas, most of the times we do take them with us. We go do kid things, in Vegas, because people are like, "Oh, Vegas is not for kids." I'm like, there's kids that live in Vegas with their family, so we find things to do. We go out to when we're in Vegas. Yeah, we take them to like the Ethel M Chocolate Factory, Hershey's. We've taken to see the Avengers. We take them to Shark Reef, to the Secret Garden. Everything that you could think of that is kid friendly. Adventure Dome. We've taken the kids. So last time we were in Vegas last year, we took them all the way. Peter loves driving. I don't. We took us all the way to Zion National Park in Utah, and we had so much fun. We've gone to Hoover Dam. We just, what is it? Valley of Fire State Park, which is beautiful near Vegas. So the kids
Never been there. Never
they
been
can go everywhere with us. So if you see us at a casino that's out of our area, more than likely our kids are with us. They're probably just with the sitter for a couple hours, or sometimes Peter goes by himself to play. He's doing the videos, and because I have PTSD and I get anxiety, so I don't really like to be by myself. And I will be in the room with the kids while he's playing, and I literally would text him or call him before he plays, and he'd be like, "Oh, I found the machine," or give me a rundown on what's going on. So it's funny. We make it work for the slot channel, even with 5 kids, but they go everywhere with us. Those are our little homies.
I was wondering about, I thought, God, super parents, 5 boys. Hey, have you guys seen those little carts, like the red wagon, but it's bigger. I think Costco sold them or whatever. I've seen these parents, and they carried in the airport, and they had all their kids in there. The bigger kids, of course, were walking, and they're kind of corralled in, but it's adorable, and they love it, and they have all their toys. Do you guys have anything like that? Where
We have a blue wagon we bought from Sam's Club, and it folds. So when we fold it, it lays flat in the trunk, and it actually stays in the car with us in our SUV. That's
great.
that's the go-to. It's good for grocery, and it's also good for when they get tired. So we've had it where we go to the zoo, and Peter's like, "Oh, I don't want to take a stroller, so let's take that," and we'll take that. And then sometimes they fall asleep in it if they get tired, the baby. So it's nice to have that little wagon. It serves a lot of purposes.
Well, and it keeps everybody together, so nobody gets lost, and they can find the wagon because not everybody has one. Hey, my husband wanted to come in and say hi to you guys real quick.
Echo.
Turn it
I think I did.
Uh-oh.
You had a lot of energy this morning when you called us. Yeah, a lot of energy.
He has a ton of energy. Well, guys, he's going to come on here with me because he didn't want to interfere with the echo. That was funny. Did you want to say hello to these wonderful people?
Well, absolutely. Yes. Good Sunday morning.
Good
And,
morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Simon.
She's in Detroit. She just got back from Denmark. So
Oh,
cool.
Music
Hey,
City,
everybody.
USA, Detroit. Yeah. Well, you guys, thanks so much for being on Pamela's show this morning. And I was right next to her on my desk, setting up my laptop to obviously access. And I was having trouble getting my picture to show up. And I finally figured it out. You know, you go through all the help messages and you
Yeah.
go through well, come to find out, all I had to do was hit the function button F10.
Oh, that's what we'll tell Anonymous, because Anonymous couldn't get it on either.
It turns your camera on.
Oh,
So
F10.
it was a great learning experience for myself. I thought I was halfway savvy, PK savvy, having been in the
PK savvy.
having been in the aerospace industry for 29, 30 years. Learned, intermediate user of computers, et cetera, et cetera. This morning is not about me. It's about you guys.
Yeah.
And, I like to go around real fast and find out if we had any casino playbacks from yesterday. Let's go over the scoreboard. Like yesterday, Pamela and I were up at the casino. I had my ass handed to me. And, in the first 2 quarters of the play action. And then I bounced over to where a whole bunch of people were playing on the Fortune Dragon game. And I won back just about everything I lost.
That's amazing. Money back is always good.
Yeah, I guess that's a thing. That's a win. And Pamela was really planted on the heart machine because she's been chasing a $39,000-$40,000
Oh
grand
God, guys,
prize.
I want to win it so I can send you gifts for your kids and send you to Disneyland, right?
She had been in that seat so long, I had to actually pull her off of it because she was sticking to the seat. And, it was a lot of fun. So how about you guys? Any action from yesterday that you want to share with us?
Or
We didn't get to go anywhere yesterday. I don't know if you've seen on the Instagram, but Peter's been working really hard to renovate the house. So yesterday was all about being home. He was laying down flooring. I was just catching up on chores. 5 kids, so it takes all day to cook, and then giving them, healthy fruits, cutting it all up for 5 of them, and then we did yard work late last night, and people were shooting off illegal fireworks in the neighborhood, and the kids were out there watching. And Peter was, cutting the grass, and finally I decided, hey, let's take the kids out somewhere. And it was like 10 o'clock at night when we left the house. Honestly, it was 10 o'clock, and we saw that a gaming arcade place closed at midnight. So we actually took the kids, not for some slot action, but we took them to some gaming action at the local arcade, and we had some fun there. So
that's
got
great.
home at midnight, right? Got home at midnight.
Got home at midnight.
So weekends are busy for you guys, and then you work.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you go to 3 hospitals, Sarah?
Oh,
Uh,
I'm an educator. So I work at a local community college as a grant coordinator, helping with our Title V grant, and then I also teach at 3 different colleges
wow.
online. Yeah. So
Uh,
this summer we're going to be pretty busy. We're going to be up north because I'm teaching at a STEM camp. So we will be hanging around there this summer, but coming home
When you
every
say
week.
up north, do you mean Washington State? So we can
No, no,
meet?
no, no. We're still in California. We're
Oh,
gonna be we're gonna be near Sacramento, Stockton
okay.
area, and so it's nice. We have family out there, and then we're also gonna be going back and forth between our home and my brother's home up there throughout the summer for 6 weeks. So
Cool. Hey, Stacia's here, Danny D, Rhino Man, Little Dutchy, Doris Kirsi, and guess who's on screen in a casino talking about wins? Hey,
hi Pamela,
Hi, Pamela.
Pamela.
Hi, Taurus.
Which casino are you at, Kino lady?
So we're over at Yamava right now.
Oh yeah.
See if I can flip the
We
screen
love that
up.
casino.
I'm playing over at the Cleopatra. We're getting ready to go live at 10 a.m. So
Okay.
I'm warming up the machine right now. But
Yeah, warm it up. You're
Big
gonna hit
win.
it. Big win. Are you using Doris's number?
you're in it too. So
Are
we're
you
gonna
using
win
Doris's
big. We're
number?
gonna get hand pay.
Yeah, let's get the big ones.
Doris
know.
has those numbers for Kino, Doris. And then Lil Dutchy said, "Do you ever sleep?" We do a little bit.
a little
We don't like to take naps, but we do try to sleep. But I can tell you, I just think we're already used to it, not getting much
Yeah.
sleep. Yeah.
Do you
So we-
both
just-
cook?
We just,
Do you both cook for the
it's hard
kids?
to hear in here and stuff like that. So I apologize.
Dude,
But we
It's okay.
hear and
It's okay. You said, do we cook for the kids? Yeah. We both share the load. Peter tries to do it. But then they get picky and then they want mom's food. So, right?
Yeah.
They give him a hard time. And he's like, every time I cook for you guys don't want to eat it. I guess it's not good. But he cooks good. It's just he doesn't
I don't care.
cater to what they like, and I do. Like if I make fried rice, I will have a fried rice that has veggies and bacon fried rice with veggies. I'll do one without veggies that has also hot dogs in it because I have I cater to what they want. So they all have if it's one meal, it's like a variety. And he's like, nope, they're not allowed to be picky. I'm gonna cook one way, and that's all they're eating. So they get
That's cool. Hey, I'm sorry, Kino lady. Go ahead.
You need some of that chicken.
Tell us what's going on.
some chicken. Yeah, they love the chicken.
Yeah.
They're always bugging Peter like,
They're always
Dad,
telling-
fry the chicken, because he's the one that fries it. I'm the one that marinates it, puts all the seasoning, and I do the rice. But he's like,
when we meet up in Vegas, we'll definitely hang out.
oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Oh, we're flying in. I wonder if we could bring some chicken.
You know, guys,
So funny.
they are famous for their chicken, honey. Now, even Kaz said she wanted you to send her some, I remember. And then Kaz said something about me saying I was going to get some. I don't remember saying that, but I want some. So
Okay, yeah. Next time we see each other, we'll get it made and take.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Last time we took a big old tray, and we didn't. I think we got in for the Everyone Slots event.
We got it late.
Yeah, we got after getting off work. I think we got in like 3 a.m. because we were still frying the chicken and all that stuff, and we woke up at 6 because I had to get ready for work that morning. So I worked in the hotel room before the event started, and it was crazy. Yeah, we didn't really get any sleep. So bring chicken on the plane. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm really gonna try. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna have a whole bag full, and I'm gonna be like, "What is she doing with that chicken?"
now, did the secret to it? You said you soak it. Do you soak it in? What do you soak it in? Buttermilk or what?
It's a secret.
Oh darn!
But yeah, we do soak
We're
it.
gonna
Already.
go ahead and go. It's getting really hard to hear and everything like that, but we love you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Go ahead, Simon.
Tell us what you win later.
All right,
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.
Good luck.
I have bye.
So,
All right, I have a question.
yes.
Mhm.
Hi.
Uh-oh, you
Susie.
Fell asleep.
All right, so
No.
I'm like
She
wondering.
fell asleep.
I'm like wondering. Thought Savvy, are you going to Vegas from July 8th to 10th? I do hear that there's going to be a Kino Nation event, and I can't wait to meet you SOULOT mates. Also, if you're in Vegas, I'd love to meet you too, Pamela.
Oh, thank you. We might, our good friend, who's a very good friend of the SOULOT mates, Sara and Peter, James Spitzer, is putting that Kino Nation event together.
Mhm.
I would love to see the Palms, but I'm not sure we're going. But are you guys going, Sara and Peter? Will you be there?
Yeah, we're going. We're gonna fly in because I work that day, so we're gonna fly in. We're leaving our airport in Fresno probably like at 10. So we're getting in like at 11. We're getting a rental. We're checking in super late on the 8th, but we have the whole day on the 9th, and then we fly out super early in the morning on that Sunday, July 10th, because we have my brother's birthday. So we don't want to miss it. Yeah, and it's hard to leave the kids for so long because they have separation anxiety. They're used to going everywhere with us, and they give us like those guilt trips when we're gone. So we're like, oh, that's enough. Just one real. They get to see us Friday night, and then we're gone Saturday all day from them, and then they'll see us Sunday in the morning. So it's not too long of a time for them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not sure I'm going to be there, but somebody said something about that yummy chicken. Let's get back to it. Becky, hey, I'm going to have to take a drive to get some of that yummy chicken. Let me know when it's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start getting batches put together.
And I think Becky, you're in the Bakersfield area, and I think we're going there on the 18th for a graduation party. Peter's family's out there.
Yeah.
And we're going to a graduation party, so
yeah,
we'll be out there in that area.
That's cool. Peter, how many siblings, brothers, sisters do you have?
I have 5.
Wow.
Yeah, so 1 brother and 4 sisters.
That's very cool.
So you guys, excuse me, do you struggle at all deciding whose house you go to for Christmas?
Yeah, we used to,
but now we don't make a big fuss about it.
Now we don't go anywhere. We just stay with our family, and we take the boys out to every Christmas. We started a tradition where we have to have a white Christmas, so we've been taking them to Reno for Christmas. So we go out there, we go take them to Circus, go hang out, and then on the day while we're there, we go out to the snow. We literally go out to the snow because they're fully geared and they're comfortable. We go out to the snow in the morning. We don't get back until it gets dark. Until it gets dark. So we're out there all day. They always get to open presents before with us, and they open presents after with the family. But we always surprise them every year with a tree, a small tree that Peter hides in between the luggage. We'll take that plus presents every year with us to the hotel room, and in the morning they get to wake up and open presents on Christmas Day from the hotel room.
I think that's exciting. Yeah. That's tradition then.
Yeah. It's just a thing, like just for the sake of argument, so we don't go to anybody's house. We just, we go off.
Yeah, same thing with Thanksgiving. We do our own, and we'll cook for the kids whatever they want to eat, and because it's too hard, it's I have a big family too, so I have 7 siblings, 6 brothers and 1 sister. So it's a lot. Yeah, they have we have a huge family, so the kids are very blessed, but they're still super attached to mom and dad.
Yeah. Do the rest of your siblings have children your age, your children's age, so you can all hang together?
Yeah, they do.
Isn't that wonderful?
Actually. Yeah, when we get together, it's a lot. It's a lot of
they're
kids
crazy.
Kicking and screaming.
Well, because you've had all 5 boys, have you thought about having 1 more to try to get that girl? No, thank you.
I'm tired. We tried twice. Okay, so like after 3, I said I originally wanted 4 kids. I told him, he knew that. I said, when I'm ready, I'm a planner, so I was like, I want to have my kids by this age, and then anytime I wanted to get pregnant, I got pregnant. So I told him, honey, it's time. And then also all the kids are 2 years apart. And when we had 3, on the 4th one, I was like, yes, it's going to be a girl. Then it wasn't. So I said, 1 more, please, honey, 1 more. He said, okay, 1 more. And I go, yes, this 5th one, it's going to be a girl. Yeah, we went to 2 ultrasounds, and they were already telling us, oh, it looks like it's going to be a girl. We're like, yes. And then the 3rd ultrasound, he couldn't go with me because he had nobody to watch the kids. So I went by myself, and then I seen it. I already saw it all hanging out. I said, oh, I know what that is. And the girl's like, oh, the ultrasound lady, she's like, what do you think it is? I said, it's a boy. And she's like, oh no, you're crying. I said, yeah, I just wanted a girl. I was like, one girl, but I couldn't get it. And then after that, I just gave up. I was like, it's okay. You know, I'm not meant to have girls, as this is what God wanted. It's fine. I'm blessed with 5 boys. My
Yep.
boys are great. They
Yep.
play well with each other. And Peter said he's glad he didn't have a girl because the girl would have him wrapped around her little finger. So he's like, I'm okay.
Yeah, I think I dodged the bullet on that one.
You know how many people want boys, and you guys just produce them like that. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, and then like, you know, in the Chinese culture, they want, right? They want a lot of boys. So every time in our Asian community, we'll go anywhere with the boys, and people literally look at us and they're like, 5 boys? We're like, yeah. They're like, you guys must be so lucky. Are you guys lucky? And then,
Yeah.
then they'll start talking about the casino trips, and I was like, I don't know. I never looked at it that way. I didn't have 5 boys to be lucky at the casino, but it just happened that way. So they're 11, 9, 7, 5, and 3. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. And right now, they're all at the same school. And Peter
Wow,
drops off at,
Great.
yeah,
This is
he drops
wonderful.
off at 8. He picks up at 11, picks up at 1, picks up at 2:35. And if they're in sports, he picks up at 3:30. So he has pickups
All day long.
all day long.
Oh my gosh.
So let me understand something here. Peter is a domesticated engineer.
Yes.
Huh?
I like that. Yeah. I'll use that one.
And how about being a contractor? I mean, he's doing all that remodeling.
Oh yeah, he's amazing, and he's a perfectionist. If when we get there, I want to do like a live or some sort of just give everybody a tour, because he does some amazing work, and it's like whatever I see on whether it's Google or HGTV, and it's something that is just creative, and I'm like, I want this. It's unique. Can we get it? He'll just look at it and say, let me see, and then he'll get it done for me. So the one thing I'm really proud about in this house is, we had our stairs, right? We have our stairs because it's open floor plan, high ceilings, and we have 2 rooms downstairs now. It was really just a 4-bedroom house, but now we have 5 because downstairs bedroom was a wraparound. We cut it in half, so now there's 2 bedrooms downstairs, there's 3 bedrooms upstairs, and the stairs was just regular stairs. And one day I sat there on the couch and I told Peter, is there room under those stairs? And he's like, I don't know, let's check. So he started, you know, poking away at it, opened the hole, saw that there was a space. And I told him, can you do something down there for me? He's like, what do you want, a bookcase? And I said, no, a doghouse. And he's like, what, a doghouse? I said, yeah. So then we don't have to put the dogs in their crate in the corner or something. They can sleep there, it'll be their room. So now we have a doghouse under our stairs. And it has wiring for a TV. So we do have a TV for our dogs to watch TV. It has a, what is it, air filter?
Yeah.
To filter out the dirt and stuff from the dog.
I want,
Yeah.
you know, if I were a dog, I'd
Oh,
want
that's
you
dark.
as an owner. Hey, just as you started talking about dogs, our dog started talking to you. Did you hear him at all?
Oh, I didn't hear.
He now, how many dogs did you say you have? 2?
We only have 1 now.
1. Okay.
Because our other dog passed away last year. Our
sorry.
dog, we had them since we bought our first home that was in Fresno. We had that dog in 2009, and she passed away last year. Both of them, actually. So we have 1 little Chihuahua mix left, and he's 13 years old now. But then we also just got a pig.
Oh God, that is so cute. A pig.
But we
Hey,
can't carry her. She's huge now. She's a pink potbelly pig, which we'll share one of these days on our live. And
God,
she,
you should have it in all your videos. I mean, at least a little. Hey, watch. Thumbs up for my owners. You know, that would be. You should have your pig in there. That'd be
oh,
darling.
thank you, Cass. Cass said, "Hey, fam, love you all. Sarah's chicken is yummy." We hope so. We hope everybody loved that chicken.
Yeah, we're excited. Hey, have you thought about maybe making it into a business, going to Shark Tank and?
We were catering for a bit and making sales out of our home. We just took a long break because Peter really wants to I really want him to finish the house. He really wants to finish the house. So we just it's not like our house is in shambles. It's browns right now mixed with grays, but we were moving everything to gray and white tones, and we basically put new flooring. So we just decided, let's take a break from selling the chicken, and then we'll work on that. But we recently catered for a communion a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
Because they bought chicken from us before and they begged us to, but we try not to because it's just, a lot of prep and things like that. And Peter really just wants to finish the house.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
what
guess I
kind
was-
of kitchen do you have, Peter? I'd like to know what kind of kitchen. If you're producing that much chicken, you probably have big pots, pans, and
yeah.
yep.
So I got a bunch of
We don't fry in the house.
we bought a bunch of those stock pots, those big where they I guess they steam seafood in them. So I got a bunch of those, and I got those outdoor burners, those camping burners that produce a lot of heat, so they get the oil up to temperature pretty quick. So I have about six pots that can go simultaneously. But I usually just do 2 pots for small, smaller orders.
What we should do is then on the chicken, we all need to buy it, not just get it free. So I think come up with some prices, and next time I see you, I'll buy a package of it.
You don't need to buy it.
No, yeah, when we just start frying after a long hiatus, we don't charge anybody. Because the kids want to eat it too, so we kind of just feed everybody.
Okay. Well, I brought in. I'm just going to show you who it is. I brought in the Great American Gambler with his cat.
I was like, who do we have in?
And you guys don't know him real well, but he was in the Memorial Day Slot Slam.
Yes, I remember.
He's on to ask some questions about you high limit rollers.
Okay,
go ahead.
bring it.
Well, first off, Simon, I saw your live last night, and I like the purple hair.
Yes.
I think if you put yourself in a thumbnail, you'd get some more views.
Yeah,
Very nice.
it's cute.
But
Thank you
guys,
so much.
I wanted to ask, when I've seen you play, it's interesting because it seems like when you guys sit down that you have a strategy. And I try to, no matter what I play, I try to have a plan before I sit down. It's a little bit difficult in slots, but you guys seem to have a plan when you sit down and play. Tell us a little bit about maybe the feel you get for the machine, or when you raise your bet, when you walk away, maybe some things that you guys are thinking about as you start playing a machine.
In our videos, you could kind of hear it when we're recording too. Like we talk about when it's time to leave. I can't say that we plan like way ahead of time, but as we're playing a machine, depending on what it is, we just get a feel for it, and we'll say, okay, we'll take a double up, or we'll take it down to 500 or whatnot. But I do know that lately, what we've been doing is we use, if we
Sarah,
make like a
sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I think what happened is Kelly's got his other phone on or something. Do you guys hear the interference at all, or no?
Yeah.
Could you fix that, Kelly? So Sarah can
Come on, man.
My phone,
Come on, man.
my phone's in the other room. I don't know how.
I want to hear Sarah, not that scraggly stuff.
I don't know. Can we still hear it?
Yeah.
Weird, odd, because ours is off on this one. Right?
No, what I'm going to do is
It might be us.
no, it's not us.
It's the
We'll
kitty
see.
cat.
So Sarah, I'm just going to take him. Let's see. I don't hear it now. Perfect.
Okay, we
Sarah,
don't hear it now. Yeah.
God.
Wait,
Oh.
wait. I think we do hear it.
hang on. I'm going to do this.
As soon as the cat starts walking, we hear it.
No. I'll tell you
Blame
what.
the cat.
Just right now, I'm going to take you out for a second, Kelly, to see if it's really you. Okay.
Or is it us?
No,
Hello.
it's Kelly.
It's Kelly.
Kelly.
It's you, Kelly.
It's leaning.
It's
There's
like,
an echo in the room.
all right, well, go ahead and tell us. I cut you off.
If you would
Oh yeah,
please.
so it's we like, okay, so Peter is in love with that $1 million Dragon Link machine at Yamava.
No, it's still going.
And when we play that, we don't we try not to go in, all our money that we have when we're playing it. So I don't know why it's echoing. So
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to totally have Kelly leave and then come back. You got to drop out.
yeah, so
because
so
that works.
Peter, when he likes to be the one that plays that machine, right? So I'll help him play it too. But we always tell ourselves we're not going to bet higher or bet more, until we get a bigger pay line on it. So for instance, if we're in there with $200 and we get it up to $700, then we're gonna play the casino's money back, whatever we won, to bet higher bets. So that's how we get to betting higher, is usually that. But then there's times where we come in with only $400 and we say, go big or go home. So, and sometimes it pays off. So like that year that we hit the 200,000 to 50,000, I think in total in jackpots, we had 700 and something $1,000 in jackpots alone that year.
Wow.
And
Really?
it's all because go big or go home. We only had $600 that day. I remember being pregnant with my third child, and Peter, we left the doctor, and he told me, hey, I have $600 on me. You want to go to the casino because you're off, you took the day off of work and the kids are at your mom's. And I said, okay. So we went up there, and Peter only put $400 to the machine, got 10,000. That 10,000 and the $200 he had left to give you 100, it went to 300. And he said 300 to put to the machine went to 900. That 900 went to 200,000. So like we just do that ladder play. And like I said, it's like go big or go home. So it's some days we have 400. We're like, oh, I want to play smaller, but most times we'll take $400 and go to the casino, 4 spins on a $100 machine,
Be happy.
be happy. Sometimes we lose, like literally. Peter went on Wednesday. I think he went on Wednesday or Thursday, and I told him go try $400 on the $100 machine. It's a 3-reel, and he called me within 5 minutes after getting to the casino and said, I didn't win. And he's done, just goes home. So we don't take those long trips to the casino. And we literally tell people, like, hey, if you can watch the kids, we're literally going to be, less than 2 hours, because it just takes us an hour to drive there and back, get gas or whatnot. But sometimes it's worth it, because sometimes your first spin on a $100 machine will land you 10,000. It's happened before to us. So that's why we like to bet, our high limit bets. It doesn't mean that we go in there with $10,000, because we don't have it like that. With 5 kids, we don't got that type of money. But we've had it where we've gone to Vegas, played, $2,000, and then almost out all of our money, and then the last $100 get all of our money back. Like G-Man was saying, right? You're gonna get all your money back.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I'm done, because it took that long to get all of our money back. Sometimes we leave, sometimes we don't. But
And then run.
the high limit, it's Peter. He's the one that started the high limit play. I was very scared of it, and it's him watching the big jackpot.
Hey, Kelly, now are you running 2 things? Because I still hear the noise. Are you running you're watching it on screen, and then you're using your phone to read? No?
No, I just got my other phone, and my other computer is in the bedroom. I tell you what, I'll shut this phone off and turn it back on and see if that helps.
Well, he sounds perfect though.
You sound fine now, but when she's talking, I hear this scratchy noise.
Kind of a muffling
and we want-
reverberation.
We want
This is
everybody to share.
Okay, we'll leave and come back in. Hold on.
Okay, but be sure to come back. So Kelly, let's hear you now. You sound fine.
Can you hear me now?
Saying anything.
I can. It sounds well. I don't hear the straggly yet. Yeah, I hear you. Hey, it is good to see you this morning, buddy.
Yeah, man, I'm looking better than a thumbnail.
We're back.
He says he's looking better than a thumbnail. Is that what you said, Kelly?
Yeah, I put myself in a thumbnail on Thursday, but it looked like I was 100 yards away, and that's really when I look best, when I'm about 100 yards away.
They're so fun.
Well, we sure are glad you've joined us this morning. You're a dynamic individual, and can't wait to hear what's on your mind. And tell us what's happening in your beautiful.
Well, I made beer yesterday, and it's fermenting now, so I'm looking forward to that to be ready in about 2 weeks.
Okay. So
Wow.
do Sara and Peter, do you guys drink beer?
Yeah.
Okay, well then there could be a trade here. Some chicken for some home brew IPA.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I heard them say that they use buttermilk, and from what I've heard here in Atlanta, that's the secret ingredient in Kentucky Fried Chicken in the original recipe.
Buttermilk.
They always said there's a secret ingredient, and rumor is it's buttermilk.
Yeah, but Sarah won't share with us. There's something else.
Peter uses buttermilk in the turkey.
Yeah, I soak our Thanksgiving turkey in buttermilk. I always brine the turkey. I brine the chicken as well.
Okay. Very cool. I've done some brining with other things with the salt. The
Mhm.
thick salt.
Tenderize it. Yeah.
Yes. But I haven't done that forever. But God, talking about food, I'm hungry now.
I know.
It makes a lot of mess. There's a lot of cleanup after the brining process.
Oh yeah. Hey, he has a deep fried turkey thing for outside. Is that what you use? Did you say you had a deep fryer and you
Yeah,
do it outside?
that's probably what it looks like. It's a deep fryer.
We deep fried a whole chicken before, like with our fried chicken recipe. We made a deep fried whole chicken for Thanksgiving, just for us. And then we had people asking us to buy it. They're like, "Please, I want to place an order for Thanksgiving." And Peter's like, "Oh, I'm just playing around," but people wanted to order.
That is so cool. Shelly Archuleta. I love her
Yeah.
name.
Hi, Shelly.
Thanks for coming in. And guys, did you notice that Simon's had some trouble with the StreamYard in Detroit? So she may not come back in, but she's in the live chat for sure.
Okay.
Hey, are we going to do a giveaway? Do you want to do a giveaway right now, guys?
Oh, thanks, Cass, for the compliment on my haircut.
Go ahead and do the number. Oh, we can't do it. Do any of you have the number generator? We can do a giveaway.
I don't. I just have you guys write down any number between 1 and 100, and whoever's closest, you want to do that, or I can write down a number if you want.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to write down. Got it. Okay, between 1 and 100, and so anybody that's here, go ahead and put down your numbers, and
let's roll them.
Yeah,
put down your number.
G-Man will tell you when to stop. We'll give him a couple of minutes while we chat. So
put down your number.
Yes, and they're giving away a $2,000 gift card. No, I'm joking.
$2,000 gift card.
SOULOT MATES.
We got 2 at 64.
Oh, we got to Becky and Shelly. You're going to have to share it if you win because you get 64.
Yeah.
We have to tell them though. Is it chicken? Are you going to be sending them chicken, or are you going to send them a gift card? What do you want?
Amazon gift card. We'll get whoever's the winner the email.
Yeah, we'll get the email.
It'll be a $25 Amazon gift card.
SOULOT Mates. There.
And if I understand it correctly,
or it doesn't have to be a gift card. It could be even Venmo. I don't mind $25. I mean, it doesn't.
Whichever works best.
Whatever works best for whoever. Cash App, Venmo, or even a gift card.
All right.
And then let me correct me if I'm wrong. You have to be on the number or below it.
Below it.
Okay.
Actually, let Sara and Peter decide. How would you like that? Should they be below and closest, or just the closest altogether? Your choice.
I think the closest altogether.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
like
So
that.
whether you're above the number or below, it don't matter.
It doesn't
close,
matter.
Whoever's close.
The closest to the number.
And if it's equal distance, then it's the lowest number below.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, not lowest, but the number below.
And
So-
Kelly looks like he's good with that because he's looking real relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take 50. I'll take 57 and a half.
Let's take 7.5.
57 and a half. Don't say that number though.
Okay.
Okay, so Kelly, you've got your number. G-Man. Hey, G-Man, can he win? Do you want?
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Did everybody put their number in the chat? Anybody can win, just not Peter. And
And I can't win either.
Well, you're looking right at the number.
Oh yeah, because I know the number. Okay. All right.
You're looking at like a slot machine too long.
Oh God, I've been chasing.
Hey, Man versus Slots is with us.
I know. And Sara,
Yeah, Danny
Peter,
D,
I
welcome.
have been chasing that grand. That
what is the grand at? What is it at?
40,000.
Wow.
40,100 something when I left, but I did well. I got up 1,500 above what I took, and then another 700. But I worked that 700 down because I wanted to hit the grand. So I didn't, and we just finally left. But I'm just like, and of course, it's a machine that most people don't like watching because it's slow. It's the hearts, nightlife. But boy, can I win on that. So anyway, enough of me. Are we ready? You're going to say stop.
Okay, please halt. The numbers coming in. They're just flooding the chat forum. Okay, so we'll have our tabulators roll up that winner here shortly.
Okay.
And while we're doing that, Kelly's going to go ahead and tell us, is it a dark beer or a
Everybody
light?
put in numbers already? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this. All right, here we go, guys. The number is 19. Now I noticed Man versus Slot was around 16, right?
Yeah.
People at 22 though.
Oh.
There. Danny D's at 22.
Oh.
Hey, if you turn it over, it's 61.
Would almost get away with it in Georgia.
Oh, that
We
means
got
you would be
16.
Oh, you would
He
be a
would be,
winner.
wouldn't he?
He would be the winner.
We got 22 and 16, huh?
Yeah. So then our rule is the number that's
Well,
would be the
yeah.
winner.
Oh,
Danny, you're out of luck, kid.
Oh.
Danny, sorry.
But
Man versus Slot is in.
Way to go, Jason.
And if we had 61, then we know that Kelly would be close to winning, but he didn't do it this time. So Man versus Slot, we'll contact them with
Yeah,
your
you could contact us on Instagram.
Yeah.
If you have
Or just-
Instagram. Do
or
you have
just-
Instagram, Man versus Slot?
yeah,
or
congratulations.
just drop in for some fried chicken
Oh boy.
or deep fried.
You do not want to give your address, guys. Peter, don't give your address because we'll be all lined up outside at about 6 in the morning.
I have a neighbor down a few houses down the street, and she drives by. She's like, "I need more chicken."
Yeah, she literally said that. She'll drive by and say that, and we're just doing yard work.
Yeah.
I need more chicken. And she'll laugh and drive off.
Oh, I love it. God,
Yeah.
you could have your kids out selling chicken on the sidewalk and selling lemonade.
We
That
might
is
have to do that eventually after the house is done.
hey,
Well,
I-
we want to open up because when the pandemic happened, we put a halt on it. But we have plans to open a brick and mortar, not a food truck, a brick and mortar to have an actual location.
yeah.
So we'll see what happens this coming year, next year. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Mhm.
Okay, let me ask you something here. What did you use as a decisive information to go with the brick and mortar and not the food truck? Because
Good
I
question.
have seen some folks go with the food truck.
But they do have 5 kids, so that would be hard
That's
to
why
throw.
Peter didn't want to, have the food.
That
truck.
and
Eventually, you could eventually have 5 kids on the road when
Mhm.
when they
I could have 5 trucks.
5 trucks. to one
Yeah, I'm
side.
gonna do the empire.
Millionaires, multi-millionaires.
I'm just trying to help you out.
That's you can do that later from the brick and mortar. Now, what's the name? Have you come up with a name, or do you have to kind of keep it quiet? The name
No,
of your
we have a name, Mijos. We actually have an Instagram too, Mijos Company. And the Mijos is MEJOS because we took a letter from all the boys' names and made that. That's why there's 5 letters.
okay.
Yeah.
You said M what?
I put it in the chat, Mijos Company.
Okay, I'll look at that. All right, cool, awesome. Well, I think in the future we might see 5 trucks out there. So
Yeah.
and you guys will
Yeah, I
be
told them I do want a truck for like events because we have
We
like
have a truck.
we have like our local food truck like throwdown events, and then we also have like our New Year's like Cambodian Lao Thai New Year where I told them, hey, we can sell food out there because people always tell us like if you guys get a booth, you guys will sell out. But it's just hard with the kids. It really is because then we
Oh,
have to find a babysitter, and then and the baby's still now he's 3, he's turning 4 in August, but before that it was really hard because he was a baby, and then with me I nursed all 5 kids also, so everything is like always has to be planned in advance with the kids.
yeah, exactly. Hey, Chris and Lou are in the house, and Rocket
Hello.
181. Good to see you guys. Man versus Slots just won $2,000 gift card. Oh, what happens
I'm sorry. Are you reading off the same script?
now, if I win, if I win $1 billion, then I'll start giving out those big $2,000 gift cards. Okay, but
You've been
because
playing a long time.
I'll be
Or not.
playing a long time. I don't think you can win $1 billion except for Powerball.
Well, we heard Super Squirrel won $2 grand. what,
50
within the last week or so?
2 grands. Yeah. And one of them was,
2 grand. Wow.
there was
Yeah, 2 different grand prize.
Wow.
Machine wins.
the grand instead of the major, etc. I think it was Chris and Lou. Hey, Chris and Lou, tell us it was the same day, right? That he won 2 grands, and then he won 56,000 when you and Spitzer were all together too. Very cool.
Very lucky.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Now, Kelly, are we leaving you out? You wanted to ask something about poker, right?
Yeah. Do you guys strictly do slots, or do you play video poker or table games, or is there anything else you play besides slots?
I like baccarat, and Peter taught me how to play that, so that's what I play. We started playing blackjack a little bit.
Yeah, we're messing around with the blackjack at home, but we're not ready to go out and play it just yet. Poker, I'm not good at all.
You play video poker a bit, right?
Yeah, I need to study it more, how to learn how to play it properly before I step up to a video machine.
When you play
That's
back,
the slot machine we want to buy. We want to buy a Game King.
Yeah.
So
when you guys play baccarat, do you write down? Do you have the card out where you write down the past hands and everything?
No, you just kind of look at the board on the table, and then
yeah, and I do really well in it because and I like to play roulette. But one of the times we were at Table Mountain and Peter left to the restroom, and I just started playing, and by the time he got back from the restroom, I was up $4,000 on baccarat. I was betting $500 a hand.
Whoa!
it wasn't a long trip. I literally went in there for like maybe 5 minutes, so it wasn't like I was sitting
I
there.
just kept playing and playing, and I do really well in baccarat.
Okay. Wow, that is awesome. You know, we still, hey, anybody that came in later, we're having some issues with tech, with some noise, and we can't seem to solve it. So
Yeah, we don't know what it is.
all quiet. So we're just going to endure this. And Chris and Lou, I missed your live. Kelly was there, the Great American Gambler, and I'm going to watch it today. So I'll catch up because I don't want to miss that. And so
And who's just joined us this morning? Ronald Peretta.
Ronald.
Hi.
Ronald, you need to reach me. I owe you some money. He won, but I
That's why
lost
he's here.
his. Don't kill me. No, he won like $133 at my 2K PK, but I lost his email or I didn't get it. So I'm going to send him that through that because I don't have your contact. So Ronald, write it down, slotsavvypk@yahoo.com. Give me your email and I'll send that to you today, honey. Thank you for checking
Yeah,
in.
man versus slot. I'll put in our email in the chat too.
Okay. Simon, let's see. Yeah, too bad, Simon. Simon, come back if you can, honey. Chris and Lou, thanks for coming in. And I want to ask Sara and Peter, okay, what do you plan to put out next? You have quite a few really good videos. What's your next plan? And are you going in a certain direction with certain?
Right now, we have a lot of premieres scheduled already because, with the kids and work schedules and the summer now, the kids officially start summer. They finish school on Friday. So, we scheduled a lot out already for the month. But our next plan is to see if we could get any content when we're up north. We're thinking if we could head out to Thunder Valley Casino, Grayton, probably Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Hard Rock. Peter doesn't like Jackson in that area, so I don't know. But there's also a Harrah's in the same area also, so I don't know where we're gonna have next. But I know for sure we're going to Reno soon, so we'll have some content from Reno, and then we have Vegas coming up. So
I'm not quite sure where we're gonna go first as far as content goes.
yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of have to go with the flow. It's like we try to schedule, in advance, but it's with the kids and babysitter. Nobody wants to watch 5 kids,
If I had my way, I'd go to Atlanta.
Price is right.
Yeah. The price is right. Yeah, and we do actually. I'm glad you brought that up. We do pay our babysitters, and then if we hit a jackpot, they get like double. We do at least $100.
Hey, did you guys see this? Ronald, we got to catch it right now. I can babysit with my wife in Vegas when you come.
Yeah, 5 boys.
We might take you.
We talked to Brazen and Jay Walking about that last time because we've been seeing them when we went out to Vegas, and we told them we're like, it's so hard with the kids, and they're like, oh, we understand because we have a lot of kids too. I'm like, yeah, it's just like it's hard because sometimes they're just, if they're not comfortable, then they start acting up, and then we feel like that because we're superstitious. So we feel like if our kids aren't happy, the slots aren't going to be very nice to us.
Oh,
Tell them a
okay.
story. So there was a time where we got super dressed up. We had all this money, and we were like, "Hey, we're gonna go hit up the casino." So we all got ready, right? And we told the kids, "Hey, you're going to Grandma's house." So right when we're getting to Grandma, we get to Grandma's house. We drop them off. One child was not having it. So guess what we did? We took them all back home, and we didn't gamble that night because we don't believe in forcing the kids, because we feel like it affects our play, and we feel like we're not going to be happy. If the kids aren't happy, we're not going to be happy, and then it affects our slot play. So we're not going to go donate to the casino. We've had it happen a few times.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronald has 8 kids.
Yeah,
He
8 kids. Wow.
8. Okay, wow, Ronald. Are they all boys also?
We have 5 boys, Ronald.
They're all girls. I love it. Hey, Ronald, I want to know, will you dog sit? Because we'll take Tully with us then if you're going to dog sit in Vegas.
We'll bring a pig to them.
We'll bring our pigs, and who wants to pig sit?
I think I do. I wonder though, would the Cosmo or the hotels let me have a pig in the room with me?
I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
We haven't trained her on the leash either, so it kind of, we haven't taken her
Oh,
out.
but they're so smart. Like, she knows our set, so she's fine with us when she runs around the house. But if like my brother comes over or a guest comes over, she stays away. She starts getting scared. Like,
Stop skittish.
yeah, she gets all skittish. So they're very
Hey,
smart.
Ron, Ron,
Wow, 4 boys, 4 girls, even
nice.
That's really
4 and
cool.
4. That's amazing.
So you will go stay, well, he'll babysit with his 8 plus your 5. So, boy, Ronald, you're like a teacher, like Chris.
Yeah.
Or a real daycare center.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
amazing.
you go.
But,
You know,
but we-
Peter does that. He's like daddy daycare sometimes. Because we have all of our nieces and nephews. Literally, he took like he babysit like about that many kids before by himself when I was at work.
We used to watch our nieces and you know, the younger siblings. We didn't have kids ourselves, so we were always with kids.
Yeah, we love kids. We've always loved kids, and all of our nieces and nephews know that because they were like our kids before we had kids. So, but of course, they always tell us now that they're older. They're like, yeah, once you guys started having kids, you guys are focused on your kids. I said, yeah, you know, because you know we had our kids at home now. Oh, thank you, Becky A, about the Keno videos. We want to give a shout out, you know, to Melvin and Barbara who hung out with us in Vegas for my birthday, and they taught us how to play Keno, and ever since then I've been very addicted to Keno. I love Keno,
Awesome.
and I try to play it when I do find it at a casino, and we haven't done poorly on Keno. We love Keno, so we're excited about Keno Nation. Putting in the plug for Bubba, the 8th through the 10th, and the Keno Nation will go live on the 9th. So we'll be out there at the Palms with everyone in Vegas, and we're gonna play a lot of Keno. Hopefully we can play high limit Keno.
I would
we
like
might
to play
show up on that Friday. I told James Bubba that we might show up on Friday when they're socializing and support you. But you know what? I want to learn how to play Keno, so I'd be watching people because it just looks like such a great game. But I've never played it. Was it easy for you to get into it, or you have to have someone there teaching you?
It's pretty easy. Yeah. Once we figure out what numbers you want to play, and they tell us to play the 9 numbers because you can go up to 10 numbers, but they said 9 is better, so we play that. We don't really think too much into it. We pick the numbers, and we've been doing pretty good.
But he's lying when he says he doesn't think about into it too much, because when we play the certain machines, Peter and I are like looking for a pattern. I don't know how to explain it, but if we see that it's doing like a stair type pattern, or the numbers are clustering in one section, and then we'll change the numbers to that area. That's how we got the 7 out of 9 recently when we were playing with Melvin and Barbara, because I saw that the numbers were clustering around the left hand corner. So right when I hit change and I did like a stacked box area on the left hand, we ended up getting 7 out of 9. And Melvin was like, "Oh, how did you know?" I said, "I was just paying attention to the machine, and as it was dropping Keno numbers, I started noticing it was clustering to the left, left-hand corner." Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
And that cluster is something you want to pay attention to?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
I pay attention to where if it's like horizontal or vertical, or if it's a statter type of numbers too. Or L shapes, 7 shapes, because it's been working for us when we play
Yeah.
Keno. We don't have set numbers. We just pay attention to the machine itself and say, hey, it's clustering right here. It's going to hit right here. So then we'll just change our numbers and put it there. But we do know that people play the same numbers and they always hit on it too. But
Yeah.
for the way we start playing Keno, we just kind of look at the machine and
Kinda
see
move it around,
we
kinda
have
pinch
we
the
think it's
numbers.
going.
Becky just said that her husband is telling her to play 7 to 8 numbers, and she's into Keno now. Yeah, I definitely want to branch out because whatever I'm going to have fun on, save money, etc. But I wanted to get back to Kelly a little bit. Kelly, did we answer your question? You were talking about video poker or whatever, and how do we relate that to higher betting? Did we cover the answer there or not, guys?
No, I like to take just a few hands, and just like a slot machine, you may bump something up from $5 to $10 for 4 or 5 spins. You know, at the El Cortez, I've got a couple videos coming out where I played 100 hands at a time, and they have a 2-cent denom and a 5-cent denom. And I played the 5-cent denom for a little while, doubled up my money, and then backed it down so I wouldn't give it back. But I just did it for a few spins, hands. I'm used to slots now. But I did really well by doing that. And it's the same
I
thing.
do have a question for you, Kelly. How does that work if you're like trying to record? Are the casinos pretty nice about that, about recording table games?
I got a good relationship with Cortez. So I can just walk around there with a tripod and film slots and video poker. They won't let me on the table games there yet. I've got to grow my channel some. That's a little bit more difficult to do because they need to have supervision of your game, just to make sure that every dollar is paid out properly and everything else. But I do like playing there. I hit a royal flush at Ultimate Texas Hold'em there Christmas time. It funded my channel, and they let me film the result. I didn't get to film the game, but once all the security crap was over, they let me film it. I've never seen yellow chips before, which are $1,000 chips.
Wow.
It was a nice getting shoved 5 of those. And I ran from the table like a kid that just got his first Snicker bar.
So what's your biggest win on video poker?
I haven't anything. I got dealt 4 aces, but I was on a lower bet. Mainly, I'm just trying to get about a 10 or 15-minute clip and try to win something. But I've never hit a royal flush yet in video poker. They're incredibly tough to hit.
You know what? It's coming. You have to manifest it, because I can tell you with Peter, he never really, honestly, and you guys will probably be like, what? Peter never liked it, but he never liked lightning links. He never liked dragon links. I'm the one that liked those machines because he liked his old school slots. But the first time he ever played a lightning link, and he wasn't even like a fan of the machine, his first time he ever really played it, he got that maxed out major for 10,000 for being like the first time ever really playing those machines. And and I always tell him, like, it's all, it's all about positivity, manifest it. And he ended up getting, he's like, that's my first major ever, and it was a maxed out 10K major in the high limit room on Lightning Link. So now he's a fan of Lightning Link. He's a fan of Dragon Link. Same thing with me. I never thought I would like Baccarat. I started playing. I started hitting, what was it called? The Fortune. It had like a bonus. I would bet the bonus $25, and I would get $1,100 when I would win that bonus. So then I started liking Baccarat because when I started playing it, positivity, and then I would go and hit it. Same thing like roulette, and now I'm always a fan of trying new machines because I feel like, it's all, you could get that beginner's luck. But Peter's more like, I stick to what I know. He doesn't like to venture out.
I eat the same food at all the restaurants that I eat at. I don't order anything different. I play the same machines. I already have it planned out in my head.
Obviously, he keeps his hair the same way. I met him like this. He was bald when we got together in high school.
Yeah.
He tries to blame the kids. He said he's bald because of the 5 kids and his wife. No, he was like this. I think I have a picture of it somewhere.
It looks good. It looks good.
Yeah.
I
don't
like
have a choice. I don't have a choice. It's I started bulging at around 25. So
so I have like some pictures of us like when we were together in high school.
Oh, thank you. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh.
And then I shaved my head when I joined the army. So short hair was never new to me. Because look, my hair started growing out after I shaved it.
Let's see it. There you go. Oh, wow. What a beautiful couple. That's
Really?
beautiful.
Yeah. So I'll find later some pictures of myself when I, had that bald head, but that just happened like one same thing. That's how I am. I'm not afraid of what people think of me. I'm really not. Like I'm that crazy girl in high school that was class president and did dares. And so one day I woke up and I said, you know what? I'm going to be like G.I. Jane before I go to the army. I'm going to shave my head. So I took my brother's clippers and I started trying to shave it. And he looked at me all, my older brother looked at me all crazy and he goes, oh, you're doing it wrong. So they helped me shave my head. And I just woke up one day and said, I'm going to shave my head, and just shaved it all off. And Peter saw me that night and was like, whoa, my girlfriend shaved her hair off.
Yeah.
And he stayed
And
he stayed all those years.
but what was your first impression, Peter? What were you thinking when you saw your beautiful wife?
My girlfriend at the time, yeah. I was like, well, if I try to run now, she's crazy enough to cut her hair. I don't know what she's going to do after that. So
Sure, whatever.
so I stuck with it.
Yeah, it was a good experience. I went into boot camp. I didn't have to worry about getting hit on by guys, and I was left alone most of the time. So I didn't really have to worry. But I can tell you the funniest story in boot camp was when my drill sergeant looked at me for a while, because that time I got really dark because I tan, and I looked like my brother, right? So he goes, are you a male or a female? And I said female, because here I am with a bald head looking like a male, but then I had a chest. So it's just like, what? Are you male or female? And I remember that was the funniest time for me in boot camp, was they couldn't figure out if I was male or female.
They were confused, but it also protected you, and they left you alone and weren't messing with you.
Yeah, I did. I got left alone because I had friends who were always being bothered, and I said, that's why I shaved my head, and everybody thought it was like, oh, yeah, it was easy for me to have to worry about my hair, and it just let me really enjoy the experience of being in boot camp because of that movie G.I. Jane.
Yeah. Well, so
thank you very much for your service.
Oh, thank you.
So boot camp is co-ed?
Yeah, when I went to Fort Jackson, South Carolina in 2004, it was co-ed. And when I deployed to Iraq, I deployed with a field artillery unit where I worked in our detaining facility in Iraq, and I guarded the gates. I worked in the watchtower, 12-hour shifts every single day in full battle rattle. Man, my hair grew so long that time because I just kept braiding it. And I think I came back to visit Peter on leave, and my hair was to my behind. It was to my butt, my hair, and it was a crazy experience. The temperature in Iraq, the sandstorms, just everything. I always tell Peter, I was like, a lot of those things I just try to forget about, everything that I went through when I was in the Army. But it was an experience, I can tell you. And I joined at 18. I joined right out of high school. Joined right out of high school.
And you went to, you used is it the GI Bill or the education?
Yeah, I actually, used the GI. I went in, wanted to pay for my own education, got out, went to school. I went to school for like 10 years, got my doctorates. I have my doctorates in management, organizational leadership.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, my students call me Dr. Sara because the last name, it's a little hard for them. So they just say, because they used to go to Miss Sarah. Once I got my doctors, they started calling me Dr. Sara, and now I've taught them, new students how to say my last name, so it makes it a little bit easier for them. But they still say like Dr. M.
And that's why you're teaching at 3 universities, is that right?
I teach at 3 community colleges, but I have taught at the local university, Fresno State. I teach entrepreneurship. So Peter and I have had a number of different types of little businesses. As a small business owner, we've had a few different ones. So I teach entrepreneurship.
Very cool.
Visionary leadership.
What was that?
Visionary leadership.
Yeah, I'm a leader, I guess you say, natural leader, and my students love it. I sit there and get comments, get emails. I had an email from a student that I impacted the other last year during the pandemic, and he told me that I was his favorite teacher, and he said that I helped him from being suicidal, and he was in the Marines, and he said that I got him through his boot camp. I had another student who I keep in contact with. We buy all the reptiles from her. She told me the same thing, that she would never forget me because she was on the verge of she was suicidal, so she was on the verge of ending her life. And then when she joined my class and club, she ended up making friends and discovering who she was. And until this day, she tells Peter all the time, like, I love your wife. And so I love what I do, which is why now I'm a full-time grant coordinator. I still teach because I love having that interaction with my students.
Yeah.
And Peter meets my students. I take the family with me on campus, and I say, hey, these are my kids. Hey, this is my husband. And Peter has helped a lot of students also, right?
Great.
So, yeah.
Wow. That I'm so glad we know this. I'm glad we talked about it. Wow. I'm almost ready to cry. This is a good story.
Oh, no, it's not that. I'm not trying to make you cry. I just really do love having that positive impact on everyone I meet. And I was suicidal myself. I do not hide my background. I do not hide what things that I've been through. But I was suicidal myself throughout high school. And then when I met Peter, and look at him, I'm gonna cry. He changed my life. I tell him all the time that if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today. If it wasn't for my 5 kids, I wouldn't be here today. I struggle a lot with PTSD.
Yeah.
And it's because of him, because of Peter. He's my biggest supporter, and he has helped me so much. And all I can do is ensure that I can help others who are struggling with mental health, who are struggling in school, to tell them that they can do it too. Look at this. I'm getting all emotional, but no matter what you go through, you channel that negative energy into positive energy, and you could go so far in life, no matter what anybody tells you. So this is why, like, when he first wanted to start the SOULOT channel, I didn't want to be on camera. I never loved myself enough to feel that I'm pretty. I never loved myself to want to do anything with myself. This is all new for me. Like, I got my eyebrows Ryko braided, this coloring of my hair. I was never like this until the SOULOT channel. So it has helped me grow a lot. Having the SOULOT channel has helped me love myself, helped me feel pretty inside and out, because I struggle so much with mental health. And I can tell you, this SOULOT channel has been a real positive experience. And Peter is just a really all-around great husband, great person, a great supporter, because he has to deal with my mental health and then the 5 kids. And I can tell you, with our I don't know if you know, Pamela, but I almost died in March.
We were talking about it at Hit It and Quit It. I was so thrilled. You went through a miracle. You survived.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to make it, and God was there.
Yeah, and I love, I tell Peter all the time, which is why they're SOULOT mates, because I told him, you're my soulmate. And he doesn't give himself enough credit, but he really did save my life, and I wouldn't be here today without him, because he helped me a lot. And we've been together since high school. It's 18 years this year, over 18 years now, and I love him to death, and he knows it. He knows it.
Well, it is a blessing to have you here and to find out more too. Sarah, when you told me the story, do you want to go more in depth on the hospital part or not?
Oh no, I can go in depth.
Let's talk about it so people
know. Yeah, I've never even got to talk about it. I told Peter I wanted to talk about it, and then we kind of just put it in the back burner. But I can tell you that day, the day that it happened, I was actually, that's who I am. This is going to show you who I am. I was actually at my niece's first birthday. Her mom had actually, like, she was overwhelmed. She was overwhelmed. So she was like, I'm done with the party. Like, she didn't want to cook. She didn't want to, like, do anything else. So Peter goes, hey, your sister-in-law kind of gave up. Are you going to help her? And I said, yeah. So right when I got there, and they live about 2 hours away from us. Right when I got there, I told Peter, handle the kids. I started cooking. I started cleaning. I started setting up food. I was busy the entire party, hardly ate myself. I was cleaning up. We got home from my brother's house at 11 o'clock that night, after bathing the kids, putting them to bed, bathing ourselves. We go to bed. I wake up at 1 a.m, and I'm like, man, I have stomach ache. And I'm not trying to be funny. I was like, it's probably diarrhea. I probably have food poisoning. So I try to run, and I couldn't. I ended up walking. Peter's still asleep. So I go use the restroom, nothing. So I sit here and I'm like, I can't sit here forever. Like I just have a stomach ache. So I get up, wash my hand. As I am leaving the bathroom, I just collapse right outside. All I remember is being dizzy and I collapse. And then it was very weird. I had like an outer body experience. Like I could see myself on the floor. It was very odd. Like I was like, what is going on here? I could see myself laying on the floor. And then Peter could tell you about that. Like what happened when you woke up, like that time.
Yeah, so I heard a loud noise, like a crashing noise. I didn't put two and two together. I I kind of thought about like, man, I'll just go back to sleep. You know, I'm tired. I could use the restroom, but I'll just wait until Sarah gets back into bed, then I'll go use the restroom. And I kind of just laid there for a few seconds, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just get up and see what's going on. So I get up and I walk out, and I see her laid out on the floor. So I mean, it's kind of weird because I usually drink a lot at the parties, so and we were with family, so I usually let them egg me on. But that day I didn't let them egg me on. I wouldn't drink for some reason, and then I get home and I'm at least I'm awake enough to hear that noise and get up and not be too drunk to wake up. So if I had gotten drunk, I wouldn't have woken up to find her that morning. So
Yeah. So
yeah,
as he wakes me up, he asked me how much did you drink. I was like, I only took a few shots for the niece's birthday. I was like, I just think it's food poisoning. He's like, I'm gonna call the ambulance, and I said, no, I don't want to go in the ambulance. You know what my PTSD is. I said, let me go back to sleep. It's probably just food poisoning or something. I want to go back and lay down. So he puts me back and we lay down. 2 hours later, I wake up again, and then we go to the bathroom and I actually go this time. You know, I had diarrhea, so I said, see, it's food poisoning. I told him it's just food poisoning. So I want to go back to bed. So then he carries me back to the bed after using the restroom. We sleep for about an hour or so, and then I wake back up in excruciating pain, and I'm like, if something's wrong. I go, I'm hurting really bad. And then he carries me to the bathroom. He said, okay, try to use the restroom and see if it helps you feel better. I'm gonna go grab my phone. He says, I'm gonna call your brother because you don't want to go to the ambulance. So I need to drive you to the hospital. I said, okay. And I wasn't thinking. So as he walks away, I walk away too. So I get up. Right when I get up, I fall again. And this time I smack my head on the wall, and it's like on the doorway, big old bump. I bruised my cheek. I had a busted lip. And I felt like smacked so hard that Peter runs with his phone. He's like, where are you going? Where are you going? I look up at him, and all I remember telling him was, something's wrong. I don't feel good. And then I start crying and in pain. And then he says that all he sees is that I peed myself everywhere. And then he already knew that my body was already letting go because I had the diarrhea. And then this time now I just, pee all over the floor, and I'm laying there in pain. So he runs over, he's wiping everything, and then the kids end up waking up because of the loud noise again. So then our kids start waking up. So then he's trying to dress me, get me decent. Because, I sleep in basically like lingerie. So he just puts like a sweat on me. He puts shirt, and then he calls my brother. My brother usually never picks up, my baby brother, picks up right away. And Peter's like, you got to get here right now. I got to take him to the hospital. So by the time Peter walks me from downstairs, takes me to the car, my brother's already there. My brother doesn't live down the street. He lives in Fresno, 20 minutes away from us. He's down. He gets to me in 15 minutes. Peter puts me into the car. We drive out to the VA hospital because I told him we need to go to the VA hospital because it's for veterans. I feel like they could see me sooner. So he takes me there. They didn't let him in with me. So I'm crying because I'm like, my anxiety's up the roof. I'm like, I need my husband. They wouldn't let him in with me. The girl goes, hey, can I weigh you? And I said, the nurse, I was like, I can't get up. I feel like I'm going to pass out. She's like, okay. So she takes my vitals. Right when she takes my vitals, it registers the top number at 56. And she's like, whoa, like you don't have blood pressure. So she starts, all I remember is her slapping my chest. So she's pounding on my chest, and she's like, we're going to lose her. We're going to lose her. And they pressed code something. 4 nurses rush in. They're pounding on my chest. They throw me onto the bed, and here I am still remembering all this stuff. And then the doctor's like, we have to get IVs, and they put 2 IVs. The doctor's like, no, we need another IV. So by that time, they start running tests on me, CAT scans, ultrasound. They start asking me questions because they think that someone basically tried to hurt me. They think it's probably sexual violence because, I'm in like underneath my clothes is lingerie. So they're like, what's going on here? My hair's a hot mess because it was long. It was all seriously, it was all tangled. And they keep asking me, who's that outside? And I said, that's my husband. Are you sure that's your husband? I said, yes. What's his name? I tell them his name. It's Peter. And they're like, we need to, do you have your ID? I said, yeah, it's all with my husband. Check his ID. That's my husband. We have the same last name. They're like, okay. So finally they tell me, okay, we believe it's your husband. We're going to let him in with you. So I start crying because this whole time my anxiety's through the roof. I'm like, I need Peter. And once he comes in, then they tell us the news. They're like, we have bad news. And we're like, what is it? They're like, you have internal bleeding. And Peter and I just look at each other like, internal bleeding. Like, we think it's from your ovaries. Right when they said internal bleeding, then they go, you also need a blood transfusion right away, and you need to go through emergency surgery. Then I just lost it. I started hyperventilating. I couldn't breathe. My vitals went all crazy. They told Peter, I remember them telling him, like, you need to calm your wife down. We're going to try to help her, but you need to calm her down. She's her vitals are it's crucial. Like, you have to calm her down. So then he starts to calm me down, and then they transfer me to another hospital. In the ambulance, they already told me that if Peter didn't find me, I would have bled to death on the floor. If I didn't wake up, I would have bled to death in my sleep. So I'm just crying. They're like, you're bleeding to death. We need to save you. We need to find your blood. And then I have O positive blood, which is hard to find. Other people could take my blood, but I need O positive. So when we get to the other hospital, like they finally let him in to be with me. And by the time he gets to see me, he's just preparing me for surgery. He wipes me down, tells me he loves me. And then they wheel me out, and then they escort him out. And then right when they're wheeling me out, I didn't get a chance to like kiss him, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is probably the last time I'm going to see my husband, and I don't even get to kiss him. So I'm looking around like, where is he? And then he runs over and gives me a kiss. It was like in a love movie, like it was in a movie, because he literally said the first opening, because they were escorting him out because he's not allowed to be there, because of COVID. They're escorting him out, and the first opening that he found, he ran and gave me a kiss. And then we held hands for as long as we could as they wheeled me out, and then took me into surgery. And I remember thinking to myself, like, don't let me die. I have five boys who need me at home. I have my husband. I was like, what did I do? I just tried my best to be a good person in this world. Like, please don't take me away from the world right now. I was like, my family needs me. Yeah. And then all I remember is going to surgery, and then I wake up and they tell me, it was successful. And I was just like, praying the whole time. And then they told me that they found 2 blood clots. They called Peter and told him they found 2 blood clots the size of Coke cans. 2 blood clots the size of Coke cans in my belly because I bled out so much.
Oh my
and
God.
And afterwards I had to do iron infusions every single week, once a week, because my hemoglobin was low, and just everything. It really was a struggle from not only my health, but then also mentally, because I didn't want to sleep after I got home. Peter had to make me sleep because I was afraid that if I went to sleep, I would wake up.
Yeah.
And then when I would wake up, I asked him to pinch me because I didn't feel like I was awake. I felt like, what if I was already dead? And I always tell him, is this real? And he's like, it's real, honey, it's real. And I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure I'm alive? It's a crazy experience.
What a story. And just, I didn't have time to hear the whole story, so I'm so glad you brought this up.
Yeah, it was an ovarian cyst, Pamela, that ruptured.
Okay.
That's
right. Ovarian cyst, when it ruptured, it took blood. It had blood vessels and stuff through it, and those also ruptured. So I was bleeding out slowly for about a week and a half. I was already bleeding when we went out to Arizona for Peter's graduation. We even participated in the Majors Chaser at Yamava, and I was already like going through all that because I was tired, but I had no spotting because it was internal. All I remember feeling was I'm more tired. My stomach feels bloated. I feel heavy in the abdomen, but I never knew that I was dying.
Yeah.
Never knew. Everyone said I look pale. Everyone said I look pale. They're like, you look pale, but I thought you were just tired.
Yeah. The whole story, Peter, too, thank God something told you, something warned you not to drink that night, or we would have lost her. And then the whole thing about your brother getting there, was it brother-in-law or brother getting there?
My brother, yeah.
It was like a miracle. It was amazing.
Oh, it was karma. It was karma working for you. And I think I think maybe you could go with the title Saint Peter.
Yeah, Saint
Yeah,
Peter.
yeah. I mean, wow.
And
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're okay. What a story. This is movie. I mean, you could write a book about this one. Just
Yeah,
as,
everyone tells us that. And Pamela and Dima, I could tell you, and that Peter, like I said, he doesn't give himself enough credit. Like, that I have very bad PTSD to where I can't drive myself places because I get panic attacks, and then like I always have to check the lock. So he drives me everywhere, and he doesn't give himself enough credit. He drives me to appointments. He waits in the car. He drops me off, picks me up. He just waits with me wherever I need to go. Just to help me get through taking myself places. Finally, now I'm able to drive myself a few more places. But in before that, Peter did everything with me. Like, I'm talking about, he'll wait for me like anywhere. Like, he'll be like, okay, you want to go somewhere? Okay, I'll take you. And I'm always like, he'll be like, I'm here. I'm outside. I'm waiting for you. Don't worry. Like, it's crazy. He doesn't, like I said, he doesn't give himself enough credit how much he's helped me with the mental health issues and being a disabled veteran. It's not something that veterans want to talk about, because it's always like I have to appear all gun ho. But I am so open about that I have PTSD, and he has helped me through it so much. I can't sleep sometimes. He stays up with me, massages my feet because I have bad feet from being in Iraq and injuries, and he, like helps anything he can to help, help me get some rest. Like he does a lot, and like I always tell him, you don't give yourself enough credit. He really doesn't, but
Okay, he's on our Christmas list. I'd
we
say
love you, Peter. We love you too, Sarah.
yeah.
you
I'm
got
just doing my job. I'm just doing my job. Man. That's what I'm here for.
There's Kelly back there, like shocked. I mean,
that's
he's going,
the,
No,
wow,
I'm just thinking.
that's the blowing away look.
That's the
I'm just thinking that if there were more people like Sara and Peter in the world,
Yeah,
this world would be a better place.
big
Yeah.
time. Big
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you.
Well said.
I am so glad they came on. I'm glad I pushed to hear the story. Some if you say you don't want to talk about something, I won't push it. But I thought it needs to be told. This is an amazing story. We love you guys even more now. And yeah, Christmas. So be sure to give me your address. Christmas is included this year.
You're so funny.
Kelly, I'm not sure we're going to send you one though, unless we get some beer.
Yeah, we
No,
need some beer, Kelly.
I know I'm going to get the lump of coal.
Hey, Big Easy is here. Thanks, Big Easy
Hey,
and Rocky.
Big
Hi, Big Easy.
Pamela, I need to run, but God, it was
Yeah.
great to hear from you guys today, and
Cool.
what a great story, what a great husband, what a great wife, and it was great to hear from you guys today.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank
It's good
you so
seeing
much.
you.
See you, Pamela.
Yeah.
See you, Tina.
Thank you for coming.
All right,
Love
Kelly.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, Yoshi.
Hi, Yoshi.
Wow. It's nice to have Yoshi come in. Well, I'll tell
You
you.
let me do a lot of talking, Pamela. I just want to know if anybody has any questions in the chat. I mean, we're all here to give you honest answers, and anything you're wondering about. It's we're all here to answer those questions.
Yes. Let's see. Is there Kaz? Do you have anything, Big Easy? Any questions? I know some of you came later, so you may not have heard the whole story. We talked about her surviving. It's a miracle you lived. And part of that is Saint Peter now. We're going to call you Saint Peter.
Yeah, he is my saint. I tell him all the time, and he's just like, he just thinks it's that. He's like, no, I'm here as your, it's what I'm supposed to do. But I always tell him, like, you have no idea. There's so many things that I've survived throughout my life, and I always tell Peter, like, you saved me so much.
Peter's rational ability, to remain calm, cool, and collected.
Oh, you should have seen him in the hospital. He was calm.
Amazing.
I'm sure he was. He right now he projects such a calm, cool, collected
He does.
image where what a gift.
Yeah.
What a gift, because we know when people are in a distressed mode, so many others that are standing around are going to go, but he just engaged with what I believe he felt was the right thing to do. in each one of those steps to get you into the hospital.
Just
Yeah.
an innate, I can't even
So-
talk, guys. Innate ability. I was so
Yeah.
shook up. I was trying to hold back the tears. Oh my God, Sarah, that
Well,
was
it is
such a good story.
It is
so
a
emotional.
tearjerker. There's no
Yeah,
doubt.
oh, yeah. I
Tearjerker.
choked up too as I was calling out, for and telling the story like during as it was unfolding. But yeah, I mean, I just know that I had to remain calm so I can make rational decisions, and so I'm not gonna further complicate the situation.
Yeah, and he didn't call the ambulance because I asked him not to. So I respect him for that too, because I told him I probably would have hyperventilated so bad in the ambulance if you would have thrown me on the ambulance and their kids are at home. I told him, I said, and he's like, I know you're strong, and you can do it. And people always ask me, like, how come you didn't feel pain? I had all 5 kids, Pamela, with no pain meds. Peter can tell you that. No epidural, anything like that. So I have high pain tolerance. And a lot of it has to do with abuse and things like that I went through as a child, that I learned how to, and I had to think back, because people ask me, how do you have high pain tolerance? I said, I think it's because I learned to not to block it out, like the pain.
Yeah.
So I used to think it was a good thing to have high pain tolerance
Thank you, Rocket.
until what happened in March. And then I said, it could have killed me. Having high pain tolerance could have killed me, because I just didn't know I was in pain,
Shrugging it off.
Yeah.
I kept shrugging it off. I was like, it didn't hurt. And
you block
now,
it. Your mind is that powerful. You can cut the pain. Isn't that amazing?
yeah, it's amazing what the mind can do. And I told Peter, now he tells me, please check on yourself. Please. He always asks me, like, are you okay today, honey? Like, just like today, I asked him, can you go get me hot tea? Because I just feel like it today. And he's like, okay. And then there's times where I can't get up out of bed to help him with the kids, because I just had a hard time sleeping. And even if I'm just laying there, he doesn't say, come help me with the kids. He just takes it all on his own. Like 5 kids, getting them bathed, getting them dressed for school. And I'm laying there like, I have to get to work soon, but I just don't feel it today. And he just lets me, he never questions it, never asks me like, are you not gonna come help me? He never gets mad. He's so patient. And I always tell him, like, you can tell me, if you want me to help you with it. And he's like, no, I just want you to get your rest. I want you to feel better. And
Wow.
yeah. He's so amazing, and he's so funny about it. He's just like, look at this. He just doesn't want to take any credit. And I'm like, no, you're a great husband.
Yeah.
You're my my life mate, my partner, my soulmate, and
I
he
love
does
the
really well in the slots.
Yeah, you guys are lucky too. And I like the fact that you generate that luck out there. Your mind is so powerful. I mean, it's hey Peter, I shouldn't have said pray, because I don't know. Everybody has different religions. What brought you the strength? Was it just inner peace? Was it your faith? What was it during that time?
I want to say inner peace. I've kind of found inner peace, the past few years as I've matured more. But I've been baptized Christian, baptized Mormon. I was born a Buddhist. Now I'm kind of like a little bit of everything. I kind of draw from all the lessons that I've learned along the way.
Yep.
And yeah, it's just a little bit of everything. I guess you can say that kind of taught me how to be calm and kind of accepting of what's going on, and I just do my best to get the best best results, best outcome from certain situations. And I kind of understand that it's most times out of my control, but I can control myself. That's what I always that's what I try to preach to my boys, is like, you can't control others. You can control what you are and who you are, and how you react to things. So that's kind of how we're trying to live our lives.
Yeah. Have
Yeah.
you done any martial arts at all? I was thinking about Big Easy, who's got this calm demeanor too. No?
Oh no martial arts.
Well, very cool. Very cool. God, it's so good to know you. I wish we lived closer to you so we could help babysit.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
They're fun boys. They love us so much. We get love notes every single day. I'm not kidding. There's not one day where one of them's not writing us a love note. I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad.
Mhm.
When
Wow.
I got out of the hospital, they cried like every day. We didn't have them go back to school right away, but after a while, I told Peter, we need to send them back so they have their friends and support from teachers and stuff. So I remember the teachers were reaching out. We had a teacher drop off pizza for the boys. People were just so sweet. I got flowers from Bubba. Curtis sent us money for food. We just didn't have to cook for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
We had people dropping off food, sending us surprise meals, and we saved it all. We ate leftovers because we're not. And I saved, I was like, I'm not throwing away any food, and we just a big support. And at first, I was really depressed. I was like, what did I do? Like, I asked my dad. I was like, I don't know what I did. Like, I don't know why God tried to take me away. I told him, I said, I don't understand it. And he's like, no, you're like, don't look at it that way. Just, stay strong. And then Peter just told me, like, it's just, it happened that way, but you're here, and don't worry about it. And now I'm just, it's, for me, it's, I want to make more of an impact, and I tell him that, and I said, so whatever I can do, I'm part of all kinds of committees at my local college, the LGBTQ committee, which is why I went to our Pride to show support. We started an Asian Pacific Islander Faculty Staff Association at our college, and I'm like a vice president for that. And like I said, he's supportive. He's just like,
Amazing.
Whatever you want to do, honey. Like we just love to help others, and our kids are learning from us too. And it's so nice to see these little men out there at school in the world and just wanting to help everyone.
They have a great relationship with their teachers,
with their friends. They make friends everywhere, and I tell them, I want you to be the friends with the friendless. I don't want you to be friends with bullies. And if people do bully you, like I always tell them, you never know what's going on at home, why they're bullying you. And I always tell my kids, like, we tell the kids, like, our kids, like, just try your best to be nice to people, because you never know what's going on in their situation at home. And they'll tell us things like, our friend doesn't have only has one sweater, Mom. There's this kid in my class, only has one sweater for school. Okay, well, talk to him to see what size he is, and then we'll go out and buy like jacket and all that stuff. And we try our best to do it in a respectful manner.
Yeah.
And then if he's like, oh, my friend's always hungry, can I bring snacks for him? We're like, yeah. It's like all of our kids
sweet.
know how we are, and we always tell them, always give back. So we're always giving back to the community. We established a scholarship at the college that I teach at, and coordinate the grant at, and we told our kids, like, we established a scholarship because we want to help support the community that we live in, and tell students, that, keep working hard in school, and I just feel knowledge is power.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how long it takes you to get a degree. Knowledge is power. Peter just got done.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Danny D.
Oh, sorry about that, Danny D.
And also Yoshi Slosh just gave a $4.99 super chat sticker. Thank you for your support. I know you love the SOULOT Mates. Thanks for being here.
Peter obtained his degree in what?
In business.
Yeah, small business management.
You
so
guys.
I'm basically.
He just got that done. We went to his graduation before I collapsed. We went out to Phoenix, Arizona. Took the kids out there. We were at graduation cheering him on. Myself and 5 kids at the stadium. It's a baseball stadium. I forgot the name of it. Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh,
We stayed at Harris Auction so Peter could get some content in while I let him go out and gamble while I was there with the kids in the room. On our way back, we stopped at Yamava last minute, filled in for someone for the Majors Chasers in March. And then like about a week later, after seeing everyone was when I collapsed, but he went and he graduated with honors.
Congrats, Peter.
Yes. And he's going for his bachelor's right now, still honors.
Yeah.
Wow.
And everyone teases him. My brothers go, oh, you got Sarah doing your homework? And I told them, no, he won't let me do anything. Like, he won't even let me check his work. He's like, I got this, honey. I got this. You can do it. I got this. He does everything himself.
I want to earn my grade. I don't want her to help me get a better grade. If she catches some errors, I'm like,
yeah, he won't even let me check his work. I'm like, okay, baby, that's fine.
He's so ethical.
Right now.
Yeah, so ethical.
You guys are such underachievers.
I know. She's got her doctorates and teaching at all these schools and helping all these people.
He's overseeing the children like he is.
And her.
I you're so industrious. I don't think I've met that many couples like yourselves.
No, not
So that in itself,
in that age
Sarah,
grade.
makes you real special.
Yeah, you
And I'm
guys
serious about that.
Do you
This
want to
whole-
know our ages? We just celebrated our birthdays.
No, I don't want to know how old you are.
Oh, you look
That's
like
another-
you're 20.
you can tell me how old Peter is, but I'm not supposed to know a woman's age. Is what I was
Oh
told.
well, Peter's a year older than me, so he's 37.
37. Yeah, I guess.
Just turned 37. I just turned 36. Both of our birthdays are in April.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm April baby too, April 9th. But
Oh yeah, I remember that. You did celebrate your birthday around the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
what day is your birthday, guys, in April?
I'm April. His is April 13th. I'm April 24th.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
So we're in Vegas both times for for our birthdays. So
Yeah.
Well, that's a good place to go for a celebration of birthdays.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
yeah.
fun.
that's
it is
fantastic.
fun.
And you take the kids too. Now, what hotels do you like to stay in there? Who treats you the best in Vegas?
The Cosmo.
Cosmo. Yeah. Cosmo.
They
Nice.
love the terrace, so we stay at the terrace suite. I mean, we've stayed at the Wynn too. Like we go in between both Wynn and Cosmo. And the reason why they like the Wynn, I don't know if you guys know this, for those that are on, there's that lake show. There's a free lake show that goes on from dusk. Once it gets, I think around 6 o'clock, ends at about 11, and it's every 30 minutes, and it's a beautiful lake show. So the kids like staying there for that.
Oh, that's good. I've
yeah,
never been there. I would like to
You've
play.
never been there? It's free. It's a free lake show, and you should go try it out. And the Wynn is nice too. I think we took Melvin and Barbara with us when they met us up in Vegas, and
Yeah.
we had a good time out there. We ate at their Terrace Point Cafe,
They have delicious food.
and then we ate at their Red Eights, which is the Asian restaurant, and they loved it. They had a great time with us, and they love the atmosphere of the Wynn also. The Cosmo's a little bit more lively, but I can tell you it is, in the center of the strip, so it makes it so easy with kids.
Yeah, you can walk around, get to restaurants.
Yeah.
Do you,
Thank you, guys.
for food, tell me, when you have that many children with you, where do you guys usually go eat? Are there buffets? Are there good chicken spots? Do the kids like healthy foods, or do they want to gravitate toward the fast food?
We don't do fast food in Vegas much at all. We go to, what is it, Lee's Sandwiches in Vegas. It's on Spring Mountain. They
Okay.
sell
Mountain
Vietnamese
Road.
sandwiches and stuff, and they sell like spring rolls, egg rolls. So we buy that. We've also eaten at Lao Thai street food. It's like a Thai restaurant.
Juicy.
Hot and juicy crawfish.
One of our third baby loves that. He loves seafood, so we'll take him there.
Mhm.
I don't enjoy it much because it's too much seasoning for me, so I'm usually in the restroom
Right after he eats it.
Yeah.
And then we also eat a lot of room service.
Yeah, room service.
Because you know how you get the comps also? So we do a lot of room service, and the kids, when we get room service, it's like chicken tenders, it's steak, it's mac and cheese.
Great idea, especially during COVID too.
Oh yeah, we can't get a seat. We can't get a table during COVID.
Oh yeah, they don't let us.
They cap it at six per party, and
Wow.
we're a party of 7, so they won't seat us together.
We love you, Yoshi Spot. We love the Yoshi fam. Thank you for that. Yeah, I think the room service, I don't know which one's my favorite, but I think Cosmo has better room service than Wynn.
Cosmo's food. Yeah.
If you've never tried it, try the room service. Cosmopolitan's room service is amazing. The menu's amazing. The people are amazing. Their food is a lot better than the Wynn's, I think, for room service.
I'll try that.
Can you use that under the comp, or
Yeah.
you pay for that?
Yep.
No,
Yeah. We get like a resort credit, so you can use your resort credit. If it's dining credit, then you can't, because you actually have to dine in somewhere. But if it's resort credit, yeah, we've done that where we used our resort credit and got the kids food. But they miss it. Yesterday they just told us last night, Mom, I feel like we haven't been to Vegas in a while. I said, we just went to Vegas in April, but they were just so used to going once a month that they just
yeah.
really miss
Yeah.
it. They love the colors. They love, have you guys been to Downtown Container Park
What is
in
it?
Vegas? The Downtown Container Park.
No.
No.
Oh
that-
my gosh. So the kids love it there because the park is made out of, the stores are made out of containers, like shipping containers, and then also the playground.
Yeah.
And then they have live music. It's in downtown, and then they have a lot of good food, and the kids love going there.
Is that next to the experience, the Fremont experience, or is it
Yeah.
further?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can actually see it from that park, but we haven't gone to the Fremont experience yet.
We haven't.
We plan to do that soon.
Oh my God, the kids will love all the beautiful colors above on the ceiling.
Yeah, we have plans to take them there too, but we've taken them quite a bit places. I just find things on Google and I tell Peter, let's go give it a try with the kids, and
Yeah.
they really enjoy Vegas for that. The lights at night, all the different shows, the volcano that erupts, the Bellagio fountain, the wind has its own little fountain. Just everything. They've been to like every single hotel. They played at every arcade at the strip hotels, and they just really love Vegas. And now they love Reno too, because Reno it's like his own little mini Vegas, a lot more tame though. But.
Yeah, I haven't been to Reno. And that's right. I could probably get comps there from some of these hotels. MGM has
Caesars Rewards. If you have the Caesars Rewards app, click on Reno and you'll see like rooms that you could stay in Reno. That's how we got his room at Harris, our room at Harris Auction. We got it through the Caesars Rewards app. If you guys have a Caesars Rewards players card, we've never been to Harris Auction in Arizona, but we knew we were going for his graduation, and it's about an hour away from Phoenix. So we went to Harris Auction, got to stay there for free, and it was really cool. They had a movie theater, they had a bowling alley, and guess what we did with the kids when we were there? We took them to watch the movie and everything at Harris Auction.
That is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
God, this is good to know. Now, I've never done Caesars. Do you guys gamble at Caesars or stay there ever in Vegas?
We don't gamble there, but the rewards is like tied to so many different casinos that we have been able to, use that app. We even got a room for free at Harris SoCal for the everyone slot.
Yeah,
event.
yeah.
All through Caesars Rewards.
And we don't play there very much at all, honestly. But I guess the comp system.
Get the app, and you'll see.
Okay.
Vegas casinos are also tied to it. The Rio is tied to it. Bally's, Flamingo, Planet Hollywood, Caesars Palace, Nobu Hotel.
Hey, DJ Starman.
Do you see that?
You'll see. Yeah, DJ Starman, watching from San Antonio, Texas. Nice to see you.
And Slot Tour Ventures, who was down at Hit It and Quit It and supported us all. Good to see you. Good to see you. And
Jumped right in here.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
And I'm learning
Slot
so
Tour
much.
Adventure, Kaz, Rocket 18181.
I'm telling you, everyone, make sure you guys get that Caesars Rewards. There's a lot of hotels, and you'll be surprised.
You'll never have to pay for a hotel.
You never have to pay for a hotel. You can find in a number of places.
Caesars is they're strategically placed in all the the tourist attractions. So, I mean, it's a good thing to do to play there just a little bit, just to get on there.
Hey, Pamela and G-Man, you guys need to come out to Reno in Christmas time. Let's go. We'll be out there. You can even get rooms at Tahoe. I mean, with Caesars Rewards, but we stay at Reno on the road.
We would love to see you. I've never been to Reno. Is it big, huge like Vegas?
No, they have the Row Reno, which is downtown, where it's just like 3 hotels connected to each other. It's El Dorado, Silver Legacy, and Circus Circus. But they're all connected, so then you can go through the area, and they have like Circus Circus
Very
for the
small.
kids.
Yeah.
It's smaller, but it's still lively. There's Grand Sierra Resort, which is like a huge casino resort out there. That thing has a skating rink in the winter, ice skating rink. It has a movie theater. It has a bowling alley.
The buffet is really good as well.
It has an escape room. Their buffet is amazing. It's a huge. We went there last Christmas, and it was snowing as we were walking up to the casino, because we stayed at Circus Circus, and the kids loved it. They love the buffet. The slots are newer, so I think you would really like Reno. And then the Mount Rose Summit is about 45 minutes away to go play in the snow.
Yeah.
We go sledding and everything.
That would be fun. So you guys are going out there for what, a week at Christmas? How long will you be there, and where are
We
you
go
staying?
for about 3 nights, 4 days.
3 nights. Okay.
And
That's
we always go like around Christmas time because the goal is to give the boys their white Christmas.
Yeah, to
So
wake up to Christmas there.
yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's
Do we
nice.
have anybody on from the Midwest? Because Peter and I used to live in Kansas when I was in the Army, and I know the boys have been saying they want to see the Army base. They want to see where we used to live in Junction City, Kansas. Are there any casinos nearby there, like really main casino? I remember the casino we went to in Topeka, and near Topeka, I forgot the name, but I wonder if there's any other major casinos in that area.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I think Short Stack is from there. Somebody
In
else.
Kansas, well, Miss Bling thing
Oh,
and Straight Up,
Oh,
Blake,
yeah.
Straight
they
Up.
were at a
Straight
casino
Up.
in Kansas. I think it was.
It was a new one, right? They
I
were
think
doing a
so.
Friday. I can't
And
remember the
then
name.
Ashley Slots and Jason are up there in Ohio, but that's pretty far from Kansas. So what you got to do is get on another live show, and folks in that chat room will probably have the answer to that
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
It's amazing the amount of information for myself anyway that I pick up from the people that have joined us, giving us that input and that feedback on different things. So
Yeah.
you're looking for casinos in Kansas.
I'm gonna look it up for you and send you some information. Because you guys are too busy to do it yourself.
That's true.
You're super people, not just
We
super.
always say we're gonna look it up, but we never get to. But I know the boys are like, "Can we take like a road trip?" And Peter prefers road trips because when we flew last year, and it was a short flight, 45 minutes to Vegas, we had to buy 7 plane tickets and 7 bags and all this other stuff, and it was just and a van rental, and we had to rent 2 car seats. Peter
Yeah.
said it was such a hassle. He's like, we have to go early. He's like, I'd rather drive.
Yeah.
Or
Hey,
rent an
speaking of
RV.
Short
guys,
Stack,
we have Short Stack here in Melba.
Yeah.
Guys, do you have any information about Kansas for them? Because you guys
Well,
want to go back there, right?
Casinos in
Yeah,
Kansas.
take the kids to see where we rested our heads when I was in the Army.
Short Stack,
Oh,
do you have any information? Where exactly do you live, Short Stack, Amy? Good to see you.
Nice seeing you, Short Stack
Yeah,
in Melba.
I don't know if they can answer fast enough, but we can look at that. Yeah, it's great to see Short Stack. She's going to do interview on the 26th of June. I love her channel. I like the demeanor and how she presents her videos.
and
Really cool.
how about Semi Ernie? He drives all over the.
Oh my God.
Midwestern.
Semi Scratch and Ernie has a lot of information probably on
He
Kansas.
drives all over the Midwest with a semi.
oh yeah,
Pittsburgh, Kansas, Short Stack slot.
I'm going to predict we'll have the answer to your question in probably a week's time.
Or less.
Less.
Hey.
Today.
Well, Short Stack, we used to live in Junction City, Kansas, and we used to go to a casino near, I forgot the name, but near Topeka, Kansas. And we're wondering what other major casinos are out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
thank
Short
you,
Stack.
Sparkle Adventures.
Oh,
You're looking at the best casinos. Okay.
she's taking the action item. What kind of information are we looking for?
Here we go. And
This is too fun.
yeah, isn't that great? She showed up just as we
I know,
conjured.
wow. It's like she knew.
Yeah,
It was godlike.
well, I'll tell you, Sarah, I want to hang out with you because you could help me find a winning slot machine for sure.
Oh, you don't do good. But yeah, an
Short
extra
Stack,
help.
you showed up at the perfect time when we were wondering
Clean
about.
de la creme.
I mean, we love you. You're in tune, girl. So we want to know. Well, ask him again in case she didn't catch what you said. You said you want to know about the best casinos or to visit.
Yeah. The nearest casinos near Fort Riley, Kansas. High Winds in Miami River Bend and Kansas Crossing in Pittsburgh. All great casinos.
There, okay, there we go.
Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Where do
Yeah.
you?
There you go.
I think I've seen her at High Winds. I'm not sure. Well, Kansas Crossing too, probably. If Kelly was here, he would go, God, I have to drive 5 hours to get to a casino. How far is where you live, Short Stack? How far or how long does it take you to get to those casinos? Little Slut gal is here. Thank you for coming in. Little
Thank
Slut.
you for coming in.
That's great. And DJ Starman, 69 slots.
Glad to have you. Welcome.
Yes. And Yoshi, I don't know if you're still here. What a wonderful guy. I
Yeah.
really,
Oh yeah.
Christian. Yeah.
The Yoshi kids are awesome.
We love the Yoshi fam.
I know you guys are pretty darn close to him. Do you meet up? Well, yeah. Are you
We're not that close, actually, Pamela. We just travel.
Gee.
It takes us 6 hours or more sometimes to get down there.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
with 5 kids.
so the video I saw with James Spitzer, you had to drive a long ways to get there, right?
Yeah, it was during the Memorial Day Slot Slam. He met up with us for one of the days, and then
Yeah,
we
okay.
stayed at Peter's nephew's house in Moreno Valley.
Sweet.
About,
Oh,
He just bought that house in March. And Peter goes, "It was meant to be because I love Yamava and I wanted to start coming here more often. And you bought a house like 30 minutes away
that's
from
what I told
Yamava."
him. Yeah. So that $1 million grant is as good as mine. That's what I told him.
good. Hey, Danny said we all channeled Short Stack into our
Yeah,
talk.
exactly.
I think we did. This is so
It
cool.
didn't take more than a minute or two, and Short Stack was here.
You were there. It was meant to be. An hour to High Winds and River Bend. Kansas Crossing is
Yeah,
right.
we've been to Riverbend. That's the one that we've been to. Now that name sounds familiar now.
Hey,
The
Gia.
Prairie Band. I mean, Prairie Band. Yeah.
Oh, you're still here. Yay. I love you, Yoshi. Hey, Gia's here. Nearest
We've been to
Prairie
Band.
Band
That's
Casino.
50 miles.
To-
north of Topeka.
Oh, not sure you can record. Oh, wow. Gia, thanks.
Oh, well, Pamela, you know that we're not allowed to record around here. Chamber
No.
Monster says no. Chuck Chansey says no. Tachi says no. But I can tell you, we sneak record.
Yep.
We
We
break the
are
rules.
undercover.
We didn't hear that.
Hey, Sarah, when I have a shirt, I pull the shirt to the side. So I don't, and then I'm filming, but I have to make sure don't touch your chest, Pam, or anything because it turns it off. But I'm always trying to see, and I hide it.
She
And
pulls her coat out.
but you guys, it's like I'm in an undercover coat, like a detective.
Incognito.
And it's the problem is sometimes my film is like this, guys. So
Our friend told us to try like the spy glasses. On Amazon. We haven't tried it yet, so maybe one day we should try.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to.
I can't wait for somebody to try those out and report back to everybody because it may be the way to go. Of course, if everybody's doing it, they're going to be up to snuff, on what to look for. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
But
always fun to.
they might not stop you because it's not obvious. See, do you mind me cutting in? I'm sorry.
No, not at all.
At Talayla,
No.
not at all. Boom, boom, But anyway, at Talayla, they are. Hey, leave me alone, boo boo.
Too cute.
We could be Mr. Slappy, like Slots have been. He's so cute. So Talayla Resort, the casino, they don't want you to film, but they're allowing me to if I'm discreet and I'm careful. They walk by, they see me, they used to want to kick me out and say, turn it off. But somehow they decided I was respectful enough.
Well, tell them how you were confronted.
How were you confronted?
Well, her host came up to her one day, nice guy named Chris, and he called her aside. He says, "Could I have a word with you in the Kona silence?" And she says, "Well, of course." And he said, "Well, it's been reported several times that you have been recording up here."
I was going, shoot.
And she's just about ready to freak out. And he says, "But you keep it undercover so well, we're going to let you go ahead."
Wow.
Oh, awesome.
But do not say our name. Do not put it in writing. Now, occasionally I have, so I got to be careful.
Yeah.
But once in a while, if somebody makes a big stink, like you'll notice there's some gamblers that don't want a camera around. Well, I try not to film them. I'm trying to be good, but they're going, this is illegal. And they make this huge stink. Then I'm trouble.
And they're probably losing.
And so I get up and I have to move from a winning machine, Sara and Peter. So, but you could do that. But like Simon, who was here earlier, she goes, "Pam, can you teach me the undercover method?" And I said, "Sure. You just take a shirt but make sure when I first started, I had the shirt over the camera and all it was blacked out,
You shout out to Melba.
Hey, Melba, we love you. Yep, Melba's here.
Benjamin Adams.
Benjamin Adams. Hi, Benjamin Adams.
Oh, hi. So good to see you
I
guys.
never thought about a clear crossbody purse, but That might work
Interesting.
too.
Yeah.
Or what are the male fanny packs now they wear on the side, the side ones? Maybe you could kind of get something
Oh,
to where you can
Like
hold them.
well, Michael, the gambler unknown, said something interesting. He said his hand shakes sometime. And so his wife puts a purse right on his lap. I think this is right, Michael. If you see this later, I hope I have this correct. And then they prop the camera on the purse, and then they both can check to make sure it's facing.
Oh, making sure you're getting the right shot. Huh.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
that his hand isn't shaking, because sometimes we're just holding the camera like this, right? That's what I do. I work this wrist out, man.
Peter
It's
does that. He does really good from the
yeah, and
chest.
so I take it and I'm holding it. Now, here we go. This way. So it's facing you, right? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. And so then you can see, and then you're angling it. I'm really getting good at this, guys, with
Yeah.
the shirt over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, "What are you doing to your boob?" And I said, Michael's my friend who gambles $25, $50 up to $500 a spin. I don't film him
Has a
that much.
ball doing it. He just has a blast.
I won't even ask.
That's what it's about.
And
It's exciting, the thrill of it all. And Peter, he scared me before with $400 spins at the win.
Wow.
He comes back and he says, "Oh yeah, I would have made more, but then I was betting 400." I said, $400 a spin because I was up there with the kids. He's like, "Yeah, I played the $200 denom and max bet." And I said, "Oh, well, okay then."
Now, did you come back with some money, young money?
I did.
No.
Not as much money as I should have.
Yeah.
Should have had, but I came back with some.
Well, and then this Michael that I film sometimes, not often. Now, if he's in a bad mood and losing, he says, "Pam, I don't want anybody to see it." And I said, "Okay." I said, "But if you get in at $500, Michael, and I'm here, what can I film it?" "Oh, of course." So the
but
thing
he
is,
brings a lot of charisma to the
oh yeah, he's got
the
tons of
filming because
charisma.
he
He's
wears
your
a
age,
ring.
too.
He wears a ring on every finger,
Gold.
and he's tapping the screen, and
Oh,
so
so that's pretty.
that's in the
Good
movies.
kitty.
That's in the movies, and it. I just think it's kind of classic myself, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you got to make it exciting, right?
yeah, it is. Some people say it doesn't help. Stop touching it. And I go, no, listen, if Michael wants me to film a $500 spin or 125, he can do whatever he wants, because I can't.
Exactly. It's all
And
about timing.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, D Cross was just saying that yesterday during his live. It's all about timing, and that's what we believe. And like I was just telling James the other day when he was with us on our live for the Memorial Slot Time, I said, I don't get my nails or anything done, right? But I've been thinking like, we always pet something. So I said, I need to start getting my nails done, putting some more rings on, so it looks pretty on the screen when I'm petting something. I'm like,
Yeah. Look at these blue. That's for you guys.
yeah, I was
It's-
going to tell you, you're standing out with the blue. So I need to start doing that because I had
Yeah.
James, petting the kitty, and he was petting it, and and it was all about timing, during our live.
He
And,
pet me that day.
yeah, he
Oh.
pet Peter that day. James,
yeah.
I'll
But
be right back.
Sarah, you were real charismatic when you were in the slot play Memorial Weekend. You guys made that look so much fun. And I sometimes from the world I come from, if you make your thing look exciting, then I want to be there. And
Yeah.
it just, I just go, wow, look at these guys. They're having a blast. And you
yeah, they do pet the kitty. Yeah.
just like treating the animations like they had come alive, and you guys were just really making
much
that a
fun.
fun event.
You guys are fun.
Thank you.
That
Oh,
was so
thank you. We try to have a lot of fun, and I remember we dropped that minor video that we ended up. Peter's always wanted a word ball, right, on the $1 million Dragon Link, and we were playing with Melvin and Barbara, and we're supposed to go home with that $200, and they're like, "Oh, let's go home," and I told Peter, I looked over at him and I said, before we leave, we need to go touch that $1 million machine because we're not going to be back for a while. So we took that $200 and got that minor ball. And I remember Slot Sister saying somebody told her about the Lotus 8 Palace, that there was a couple that likes to play in the Lotus 8 Palace, and they had so much energy. And then she realized it she said she didn't put two and two together until she later thought about it and said, that's Sara and Peter. And we do try to bring in a lot of energy because it's who we are. And everybody always wonders, how do you have so much energy with 5 boys? But we have a lot of fun with our 5 boys. This is the reason why our 5 boys don't want to leave us, because mommy and daddy are always doing fun things with them. We play around, we joke around, and it's just who we are on camera. And I always say it too. If people don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but I do say inappropriate things. And people like to, I do have a dirty mind, but it's because it's funny, and I'm a funny person. I make a lot of funny jokes. And sometimes the jokes are dirty and I'm sorry, but it's me. I can't change it, like twisting nipples and tickling bellies, and all that.
Well, that's what makes you, and it's just part of you, and we all
You're
love
always getting thumbs up on your lives and your videos. So don't you change a thing.
No.
Don't you change a thing.
And don't change that husband, St. Peter. Keep him.
Petting the kitty, Melba. What did I get into? I thought this was a family show. Well, the petting the kitty was on the buffalo. We were like, I said, oh, I don't have any anything to pet or whatever, or rub. Anything to rub. And they said, pet the kitty. So then we started petting the kitty for good luck to get a bonus. So
Mark Anthony's here, Walt Money Scratcher.
Oh,
I
fantastic.
love
hi, Mark Anthony.
Melba. Thank you. Little Dutchie came in. Hey, little Dutchie. This is fun.
We're so glad you guys have fun with us when we're on our lives, because we have so much fun. We feel like everyone who's on the live with us is there with us. That's how we have so much fun. We could be the only ones there, only a few people, and we're still loud and crazy. Like the day that Peter hit that minor ball, it was only Peter and I plus Barbara, because Melvin was out smoking, and we were so loud in the Lotus 8 Palace and didn't even realize it. We were just having so much fun,
That's why we like
How much
drama.
did you say that minor ball was? I missed it. I don't know.
$5,000.
Oh, I love that. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take that along with my grand of 40,000 I'm going to get today for you guys.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
Well, Pamela, surprisingly, at the Lexer
Hi, Lucky.
a few months
Obsession.
ago at the Lexer, Pamela got 2,900 on the Buffalo Lynx. All the Buffalo appeared in every square.
One spin.
Lexer.
Lexer.
Bam. All the Buffalo appeared.
And we went, oh, that looks good. Do you think it's $1,000? And then boom, 2,900. We all started screaming.
Enjoy it, enjoy it.
Hi, Shelly.
Right. When those hit, it's like most of the time people around you are coming over and saying, congratulations and wow, way to go. And I can't imagine hitting your minor ball was 5,000, you said?
Yeah.
I screamed so loud and I jumped.
Yeah,
It was,
right out of your shoes.
See, I've never won as much as you, but the thing that I'll never forget, guys, during Slotty Squad is when I was playing Autumn Moon and I bet $15 in that $3,750.
Yeah. The Slotty D event, right?
Whoa!
Yeah.
We watched
That
that one.
was so cool.
Right.
37.50, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's right.
And
yeah,
that's
we watched it.
Awesome.
We watched it live with me. Peter was like, oh my gosh, Pamela's so lucky. Look, Pamela's so lucky.
You know what, guys, I wish I could be lucky like that all the time, but usually on these lives, I would say 75% of the time in the events, I win. And I go,
She
right
has.
on, thank you, God. So I must be manifesting it.
Yeah, you're manifesting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lose. We're the opposite. During our lives, we usually lose for the event, but then afterwards we win, like off camera.
Yes,
just
that
like-
happens a lot. You did that at Hit It and Quit It. Well, no,
We
you
didn't
won-
hit it, quit it.
You
We
won-
did at Majors Chasers when it was after Peter's graduation. He lost 500. I went in at 500 with Curtis. He was giving us a tour, and right when I saw the $1 Million Machine, he showed us where it was, and I told Peter, "Why are we just staring at it? I'm gonna play it." Played and got a jackpot, and it was like a hand pay. So it was really, It was we usually get it after the live, and I don't know why that is, but it just works that way so far. So
That's how it started for me when we first started going live. And I don't go live that much on slots right now. I'm taking a little breather. I do it during events, etc. Hey, Short Stack has to leave, but thank you. And thanks for giving them
thank you,
information.
Short Stack.
Here,
Yeah, Lucky Obsession and Shelly. Hi, Shelly.
Barbara Castillo, welcome.
Yes.
Welcome in.
There's Barbara,
Hi,
guys.
Barbara.
Oh, in the
Yeah,
last
we need that grand. That's what we want. We want a grand too. Like we've gotten, the top jackpots on $200 machines. That's our biggest jackpot. Mine was 200,000. His was 50, and they were both on $100 machines for the one credit. But we actually want like a grand
You're great.
on a
She's
machine.
amazing. They are both. You guys have been doing well.
that 200 grand
Oh,
was
baby.
that was on a slot machine.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And how many? I mean, first spin, fifth spin.
It was a nice spin. So like after that 100 I took from Peter, I took it to a $5 machine, got up to 300, cashed that out. took that $300 and put it to a $25 machine, got it up to 900. And I told Peter, I'm going to go shopping. And he looked at me and said, no, I just hit a $10,000 jackpot. Go play the $100 machine. I looked at him, I said, no, I don't want to, because I wanted to take that money to go shopping. And he's like, no, you have to play this $100 machine, because the slot attendant said this man put money before that. I think he put like $4,000 into this machine and got nothing. So I said, fine.
So I anticipated at least one lineup.
Yeah, he did anticipate like at least nice lineup. So I put it in.
He knew.
Yeah. And I'm just pressing the button. $800 in, 8 spins, nothing, right? So my last spin, I look at him and I'm like, I'm going to kill you, because I wanted to go shopping. And then the $100, the last one, I decide to crank it. He goes, oh yeah, crank it. So I crank it and it goes double red 7, double red 7. I look over at him. I roll my eyes like, who's going to get another double red 7?
You
and
did.
it hits another double red 7. And I didn't know what I got. I go,
Oh my
what did
God.
I get? And I looked up at the machine. It lit up. And I looked down and said 200,000. I just shook. I said, 200,000? And I was like, oh my God.
And you're second guessing it. Did you believe it right off the bat? Did you believe it?
I didn't believe it right off the bat. I was like, what did I get? This is crazy.
People
No.
get
What
heart
is
attacks from that. Sometimes they're too excited.
And you know what
But
Peter said? Peter goes, I told you you're going to buy me a Lamborghini.
Did
I
she?
said that earlier.
So you guys
Wow.
took that money. Now listen, when you left, did you got a check and then you got some of it in cash, or what? And did you have somebody walk you to your car?
Oh my gosh, that story is crazy. Okay, so we took the 10th. We ended up coming out with 213,000. We took the 200,000 in a check.
13,000 in cash.
They paid me obviously in a big old check, and then they handed me a check, and then
Yeah.
we took the 13,000 in cash. So when we deposited to Chase, they told us it was going to take like 6 months to clear. I don't know why.
They couldn't get a hold of the
They couldn't get
the
a hold of the
casino bank.
casino to verify it or something. And then the next day, I called Table Mountain. And I said, hey, I called the cage and I said, I have this $200,000 check sitting inside my bank. And they said it won't clear until like 6 months. Is there anything
That's
you guys could do? They said, there's nothing we could do. We can't call them. I mean, they should know we're Table Mountain. They should know to cash it. Like, yeah, well, they're not doing it. They're like, well, ask them for the check back and we will cash it here. And I said, okay. So we asked them for the check back. They gave us back the check. The bank gives us back the check. Obviously, they weren't happy, but they give it back to us. So Peter takes the baby's diaper bag, empties it out, and says, I'm taking this diaper bag to fill it up with money. And I said, okay.
Smart. Very smart.
Yeah. So we go in and the security goes,
Nobody wants a diaper.
I need to check your bag. Why do you have an empty bag? That's what the security said to Peter. Why do you have an empty bag? Peter goes, I'm here to fill it up with money. And the guy goes, well, I like the way you think. I like your positivity. You're going to fill it up with money. Okay. So then we go to the cage and they go, we have to pay you in the cage. We can't pay you in the back room. It has to be seen on camera. They call like 4 security guards to come over to get us paid at the cage in front of everybody. The security that told us he likes the way we think, he goes, told Peter, he goes, you weren't kidding, man. You really did come fill up that diaper bag with money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. I love
They
it.
took forever to pay us out the 200,000. We tipped
Yeah.
the day that we tipped 500 each slot attendant, so it was like $1,000. And then we tipped again at the cage because the girl took so long to pay us because she messed up and had to redo it, and she got she got like $400 and
Yeah.
and
Wow.
and then we just didn't, and then also we tipped, we don't just tip people like that pay us out, we tip like drink attendants, we tip family at home. We just tip everybody around us, family, friends, and everything. And that
Really
day,
good, isn't
I
it?
slapped Peter with the money. I took
Yeah.
the bag of thing. I said, "You ever been slapped with 200,000 before?" Like, it was funny. Yeah, we took that cash, took it straight to the casino, and got it deposited because obviously they didn't like the check. So now we don't do checks anymore because our $10,000 check we got before when we went
took a month.
It took a month to clear a $10,000 check at Chase when we were when we got a $10,000 check for one of our jackpots that we got.
When I got my 32,000, it was a year or two ago in April. I remember that day. It was a grand on Locket Link. I paid taxes. It was just in case. So 8,000 in taxes. I got a $24,000 check. I put it in. They said, we're going to break it up into sections. You get so much out now. I think it was 4,000 now. If I wanted it, I wasn't going to take it out. And then we'll give you another 5 and then 10 or so, whatever that amount was total. So they broke it up. That was Bank of America. Now, maybe your bank has a different thing, and maybe the casino you gambled in isn't well known by your bank. Is that what happened?
That's what they were saying. But the casino said like they've been around for over 30 years at that point, and they're like
Right.
they should know us. But
Yeah.
the bank was saying, oh, we can't get a hold of them. They're not answering the phone at their bank, at
Purpose.
the treasury or whatever it is. I'm like, well, they just want to hold on to the money so they can, invest, get their interest on it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that something? Yeah. Darn
that was
them.
my theory, anyways.
Well, was it towards the end of the month, or sometimes
Mid-month. It was
Yeah,
mid-month.
mid-month.
Middle
mid-month?
of April. We actually got that jackpot in April. April
So
19th.
I think if I was
April
going to use
12th.
my money quickly, I would definitely take the cash too. But I like the diaper bag thing.
That
Nobody's going to
That's a-
touch that. Nobody,
very,
Yeah,
very
You took a
unique.
diaper bag.
except for if you have baby formula. Everybody probably wants to steal it if they have
Yeah.
babies.
oh yeah, now, yeah.
Yeah. So, but they're going to go, hey, what's that grandmother doing with a baby diaper bag?
Hey, I got to jet out because I got a bunch of chores outside I got to
Okay.
do.
All right.
Yeah, we're probably gonna head out soon too. I hear the
The kids are getting
kids
loud.
are getting loud down there. So
Oh,
This has been
Rose
wonderful.
Abram, hello, back to you.
Hey, Rose.
I
Good
didn't
to
mean
see
to
you.
cut
hi
off,
Ross,
Sarah.
Abraham. Thank you so much.
Oh, so nice
And
to see
I am so
everybody.
grateful for you guys joining us this morning
Yeah.
and sharing
Love
with
you.
us the stories and the happy stuff and the sad stuff.
Yep.
We're here for you.
That's life. Huh?
And thanks again. I got to go out and cut the grass, get it done before it rains.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have the kids downstairs waiting. So
Thank you. Thank you,
we'll be
guys.
heading out too. Thank you so
Well,
much
so
for
much fun.
having us. We love being able to just have this chat,
Yeah.
We are a slot channel, but it's nice to just sit together and have chats. And I
Yeah.
feel like, we talked for so long, I didn't realize it was 2 hours and 21 minutes already. And
Oh yeah. It's fine.
I
Yeah.
feel like we've been knowing each other for a long time, It's just
It
so
does.
nice.
I just feel a great connection with you guys.
And with
I
your
love you.
permission, with your guys' permission, I want to admire you.
Okay.
I want to
Oh,
admire
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
So
care.
do we say Saint Peter and Saint Sarah?
Sarah's a little above that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And I'll be watching you. I'm going to try to get to more lives. And I want to give you a nice super chat too at your next live if I can get in there. All
We're
of
not
you.
monetized yet. We're still at 875 subscribers.
Yeah.
We're trying to grow, but it's
Trying to get to
okay.
1,000.
Patience is good. So
But thank you
Well,
everyone in the chat as well for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Let's see. What did Ross say? Slot 7P, I could do a chat with you on Tuesday if you're free. Okay. All right. We'll talk to you, Ross. Yeah. Okay. I'll talk to you, Ross.
you.
That's great. Write to Slot Savvy. Sorry to bother you guys. Slot Savvy PK at yahoo.com. But Lucky Obsession, always love having you in there. And Kaz, great to see you. I gave Kaz the link, hoping that she would stop in and say hello to you guys. She has stopped at Slot Top twice.
yeah.
But
We remember that. We saw her.
yeah, we
And she
haven't.
froze a little bit. But
I told her she has to dance next time and talk.
start dancing.
Just start moving, girl.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We should do that next time. We should get a lot of Slack channels on, and we start doing a dance party.
There we go.
You know what? I want
And put
to.
something music.
That's a great idea. Now, I do have Zoom that I pay extra for where I can get 100 people on. We could do a
Wow.
dance party.
That'd
There
be
you go.
so cool.
Why don't we talk about that, Sarah? And what I can do is because you're down there and you've got the connections, I create the link, create the event, and then give you the
Send it
link.
out to people.
And we spread it out. And then now who's good at the music? So you have to be able to screen share the music. I haven't been good at that yet. And I don't know if we would publish it later because we're going to get a copyright issue because of the
Yeah.
music. But why not? We do it. We just we put it on private and then we delete it afterwards and everybody can see each other. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Love you guys. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you. We appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.